episode.
Good evening, good evening, and welcome to another live stream with me, Edward, from Games and Tea, and welcome to my three for tonight, wonderful players. Oh, jeez, yeah, we've been talking about music we've been talking about me singing for this entire episode. That's not going to happen. No, just no, it's not an option.
Yes, Dutch, if you're in chat, make
no,
it happen.
it's not an option. It's not an option. It is not an option. I just realised I'm actually sitting in a weird space. Let's move $50. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes,
Anyways, my apologies for last week and there being no streams at all last week. But I had to perform an impromptu week off due to work, absolutely tearing any ounce of energy from me for an entire week. So my apologies about that. That was something that needed to happen. I didn't realise I needed to do. But I'm back. We're back. We're playing some D&D, and I have been looking forward to this for a very, very long time because there's been things going around in my head when I've actually had the energy to think about these things, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. As you may notice, we are only with 4 characters on the screen today, and that's because we sadly had to say goodbye to Sean, who played Farrell. Sean was moving to a situation where he would no longer be able to join us, but we hope and honestly pray, fingers crossed and everything, to be able to have him back at some point in the future, because I can't play Farrell very well. I can't play Farrell the way he plays, so I want him to go back. So we hope he's ever going to join us at some point in the future. However, that being said, we will be joined by a new player next week, playing... Well, I'm going to let you guys find out about him, but I know he's going to fit in very nicely with these 4 other miscreants. You will also notice that we are missing one player today, and that is Jeff from the Twitch channel Alhandrin. He has a very, very, very good reason for not being here. He has recently become a papa, so he is now Daddy Jeff, and forever and all will now be called Daddy Jeff. So
yes, this is his name from this point on. Everybody remember, the chat remember too, Daddy Jeff. Get in the comments. We need an emote.
Absolutely.
DJ.
We had
He's
to,
DJ.
Yes, we have to have an emote. He's DJ. Yeah, he's DJ. So yes, he will not be joining us this week, and probably for a little while, for at least a few more weeks, as he gets acquainted with his completely new life of being a papa. So yeah, very good reasons for that to be him. So we do wish him, the missus, and the newborn child a wonderful, wonderful time, and hope they're all doing very, very well. Other announcements: I will be back tomorrow. I don't know what I'll be streaming something, but just see what's gonna happen. Just see what's gonna happen on the channel. You know how I roll here now. I just play something. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. Sunday I will also be up on more D&D. I am also planning to do a little bit of rearranging of the screen, which you can see here of the screen, and just making things look a little bit different. I feel like it's time for a change, and considering where our characters are, kind of makes sense. There's a little bit of a change. So it's going to be a little bit of a change of how things look, how things well, not operate, but just something new, something refreshing. Anyways, what else was there today? Oh yes. Music, which you can hear hopefully going on in the background behind you, has all been provided to you from Sirenscape Audio, Tabletop, Sirenscape.com, Tabletopaudio.com, Ian Grimm, Thessalianstudios.com. I'm eventually getting that name right, yes. And Alexander Nakarada from Serpent Studios, as well as David Curtis, I think it's David Curtis, and Kevin MacLeod from Incompetech Studios. So thank you for them to providing us with music that we're actually able to play in the game today. And last but not least, in terms of the stuff that has to be said, the miniatures, which you can see dotted around the screen and occasionally underneath me, have all been made in Heroforge. So many thanks to them for providing us or allowing us to be able to use these minis in the screen, it's in the game itself, and for you to be able to see sort of representations of our different characters. I believe that is it in terms of announcements. Oh, no, there is actually one more announcement. The 20th of March will be my official holiday. I will be taking a week off from work and from streaming, although knowing me, I probably will end up streaming something anyway because I'll get bored. But I will be taking that week off, the 20th of March, for 1 week. The channel will be going dark, so there'll be no streams on that week at all. probably. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, I think that's it for announcements. Have I missed anything, guys? Don't think so.
No, let's get started.
No, let's get started. Okay. We're gonna get started. So, character intros with the person who is most enthusiastic to give us an intro. That's Neil from Immersion Diversion.
What? No. No, just kidding.
Yes, you're giving us an intro, mate.
Yes,
how are you doing?
right.
Let's. Who is Sykes? Tell us about Sykes for us.
I'm doing well. And yes, Sykes, he is a Wood Elf Ranger rogue. Currently trying to search for his family across the country or in another continent with these friends of his. And yeah, brought Farrell along with him. And pretty much that's all I can think of right now because my mind's just going.
Your mind's going blank.
Trying to figure out what to say.
I've got to say stuff. Yeah, no worries. I get it. That's cool. Yes, no, Sykes is a Wood Elf Ranger, and through various different things has, well, he's also looking a little bit odd, shall we say. You'll have to check out the previous streams.
Favorite dagger.
You found your new favourite dagger, absolutely, yeah. Your favourite dagger in the world. Also, actually talking of that, sorry, just another announcement. I knew there was something else. I have a YouTube channel called Games and Tea. You can find me on there, games_and_tea, where you'll be able to catch up on all the episodes up until now. Up until episode 24, I believe it is. But the others are also going up as rapidly as possible, where you'll be able to catch up and binge them all if you want to. If that's a thing that you want to do, as to all the different events and all the different shenanigans that these 4 or previously 5 wonderful people have put me through. Anyways, yes, so you're going to have to check up on what happened to Sykes and those things. Beside him, we have the wonderful Lydia, who plays a very she plays somebody who runs from her problems. Can you tell us about Yannae for us?
No, I'm gonna run from that too. No.
We're all just fleeing our problems.
Yeah, you can't really see because of the cloak right now. I'm just
Let's
looking at the
leave
mini.
Baradesh. We're going to the next country over. We're going to.
Yes, get back.
We'll all just leave our storylines and go party at the next island.
That can happen.
So you can't really see under a lot of clothes right now, but we've got a lavender tiefling fighter here.
Yeah.
Who's all about her swords and all about her friends and all about sticking with the plan. It's just that the plan changes every 3 seconds around her and she's finding it hard to adjust. And currently finding herself in a foreign land, and that is not agreeing with her, and she's having I think about what do you say when everything happens once every 5 minutes? I guess there must be a word for that. But once every 5 minutes there's a panic attack. Yes. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah. But also there's also something else which Yannae's beginning to explore, isn't there not?
There is. She recently found, it feels forever ago, but in game it's recently found religion. And she's trying to figure out where all of this magic she's got comes from and whether she even deserves it. It's yeah, because currently she's being treated as an abomination, and she has a tendency to believe what people say about her even though she pretends not to.
Indeed, yeah. It's an interesting trait, but one I hope we can explore. I'm looking forward to exploring it. It's gonna be fun. And the remaining person who's able to give us an intro is Zelma, who is playing our really quite interesting character of Illyria, who very recently had a bit of a lore dump, shall we say. How you doing? Can you tell us a little bit more about Illyria for us?
A lore dump. Oh my god, for amount of wait time I had with this character. It's painful. Illyria is a failing, not tiefling, like a couple sessions ago.
More different things.
Who is a fighter, wizard, blade singer combo. Working very well, actually. Recently gaining her memories because of a certain name of a certain city. And she's traveling with a merry band of misfits to find her past life. With a certain growing hatred towards a certain empire of mind flayers. One was.
Which city was it again?
Oh man, I don't.
You're the guys who should have the notes.
It's Jalchada, you guys. It's Jalchada.
Dial Chatter is the name, but what's the name of the empire?
Oh, the Empire. That
Yeah.
I got that. I think it
That you
was
should have those as well.
Vosh, something like that. Wait, I'll find
Vork.
it. Just Control F. No. I'm finding it. Empire. Yep, Volk. There we go. It says Volk in brackets spelling.
VAUK, Vork.
VAUK. I would have never guessed. I had a VOQ.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
Which is cooler, but
Which is
cool.
cooler, but unfortunately it's not how I spell it. But anyways,
Alright, now
the
we're good.
final character who it would normally be played by Daddy Jeff, but unfortunately due to situations is not able to be here,
Daddy
is
Jeff.
Tefari. And
You're
Tefari
wrong.
is our noble, very black and white character in terms of his beliefs and motivations. Tefari is at this present moment seems to be on a drive to try and start a rebellion to release the peoples from the shackles, from the yoke of this system that has been put in place to order society within the Empire of Brunabral, and is definitely trying to stir up the trouble. We certainly saw that when our heroes from the Scarlet Guard were in Vitian. Tefari is a noble wizard using time magic, a very interesting thing, use of magic within this world. And let's try it again. He is trying to go back home and find out what's going on. Let's show the other members of the Scarlet Guard what has happened to him, what happened to Tefari all those years ago, and find evidence, perhaps to present to the King of Fall with regards to a certain wizard they met what feels like a very, very long time ago. And I believe that's it for our character introduction, so we're going to dive into the session today. Our five heroes have finally made their way to the Empire of Brunabral on the continent of Barandesh, and were originally landed in a city of Vitian, the trading city, the richest city of the Empire, very much displayed by the glittering gold and beautifully painted frescoes and money that you just pours out of the place. You can literally smell it without. You can't walk for 5 meters without just smelling gold and money and excess coming from the city, and corruption as well, apparently, due to the tiefling that Tefari found. Unfortunately, Tefari had a conversation with his brother, and a situation arose which led to the very quick departure of our five heroes from Vitian to the north by foot. It was while they were travelling that they realised that the pathways, the routes, the various different routes that would normally be used by travellers had become grown over, and our four heroes were hunted by a pack of what they're called displaced beasts, which they fought off quite well, to be honest. Skinning a couple and leaving the other for food for the remaining displaced beasts that ran off. They then travelled down to a small village called Gothali, where everything seemed to be not quite as it should. The village seemed to be scared. There were very, very few children around, and very suspicious of any newcomers to the village. They decided to camp outside, and found this creature called an Anub, which they later discovered was called an Anubav. Have fought it, dispersed it with ease, and have proceeded to try and, get some rest. Wait upon the cloak that Sykes had requested from the Tanner, and the airship that should be coming to visit the town of Gothali. So, Scarlet Guard. Yannae and Farrell, you have both returned from having conversation with the airship, the port master, just outside this village.
Hmm.
Time is moving on. Are you guys doing anything in particular?
Do we
currently
know
cleaning a knife.
how long does it take again for Sykes's cloak to be finished?
You still have. You should have one more day. Basically, this is the final
But,
day,
like,
and
the
then it will
next
be ready
day,
to pick
yeah.
up the next day.
Yeah, and then we were going to take the airship tomorrow after we
Yes,
pick up the
correct.
cloak.
Correct.
Okay, so we have a bonus day to do whatever.
Yep.
Interesting.
I imagine Farrell has told you all about the sound of children playing.
Yeah,
that he heard.
He
He certainly
mentioned
let
it
you.
to Sykes,
He certainly let you know, Sykes.
So I was like keeping an eye out while I was carving up the deer.
Roll a
that I
perception
got.
check.
But yeah. So I have to swap between two screens now.
No worries, mate.
18.
18.
This is how we peasants live. Come on.
The day is bright and sunny. There does not appear to be anything around. You notice that the village is busy work. The villagers are busy working, trying to make some sort of living. You can smell the smell of the tanner. The wind is currently blowing in your direction, so the stench of the tanner is making it wafting across the fields towards you, and it's not pleasant. But hey,
Yeah.
whatever. It's something that has to be. It's something that has to happen. It has to happen. But it's a very clear day.
Nice. So yeah, I'd be carving meat off the deer for us for food for tonight.
Mhm. Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if there's nothing in particular that you guys want to do, I will advance time.
Actually, I think I'll be grabbing that playing card set that I have
All right.
and stick it out to Illyria and say, "Well, I've seen you play games before. Let's see if you know this one."
All right.
Playing card set. Man, she also has that, I think.
What you playing?
It's no, it's
Hard to
it's a very fast-paced passing cards back and forth game that my dad taught me when I was about 7. And
Sure.
I used to get overexcited when I played it and
Cards
and
just
lost
go
my hand
everywhere.
immediately. Yeah, cards going everywhere. But now I'm far more controlled. And I quickly explain the rules, and they're very simple. It's not a difficult game, but it's very fast.
All right. Let's call this a dexterity roll off. So both of you roll a dexterity check. The first person who wins 3 streaks, who wins 3 times, wins the game. So roll a dexterity check the first time.
Ah,
Oh, Sax is playing
So-
too? Cool.
Oh
Oh no, that's the perception, sorry.
That's the perception. So Yannae, you win that round.
I was
Roll,
like,
roll
what?
another dexterity check, both of you.
Yeah, I'll give her some pointers and we'll try again for the next round. She uses the point as well.
And she definitely picks up those pointers. Yes. So you are 1 for 1. Roll another dexterity check, please.
I'm waiting to see what I have to beat.
Shit.
Oh, that's...
Oh,
I was almost going to say that's doable. Like, you should never say that.
you should never say that's doable, otherwise you will jinx it. So, but yes, you win this next round. You have one more. So, Yannae, you are 1 point. You are 1 point away from winning this little bout. Whereas Illyria, you've got this. There's some chance. Roll one more dexterity check.
Ah, shit.
10 and a 19.
How come? Oh!
Wow. Jeez, you roll 18 3 times in a row.
That's okay. I've been playing for years, you know.
It's an exciting game. Not necessarily what you usually go for, Illyria, but yeah, it's a bit of fun.
It's even better with 3 people, but Sykes, are you still busy with that?
I'm almost done. Just let me clean up for a sec. I think I'll clean up. I'll come join you and I can finish up when we're done gaming too. So
Alright, what have you been doing?
been carving up this deer over here.
Oh, okay. So we're having a big dinner tonight then, huh?
Yeah.
It's at that point, Sykes, that you realise that you have been carving up the deer, and you did put away the knife. You pulled it out again, and you're using it again to carve up the deer.
Oh, shit! I gotta clean this up too. And then I just start cleaning up myself and cleaning up the knife.
Sure.
And I get distracted cleaning the knife, and I actually forget about the game.
You forget about the game again. So you guys spend a decent time just enjoying yourselves, chilling and waiting down the time. And you'll eventually head off to sleep as the night begins to draw in.
At some point, I'll drag Sykes away from his knife, I guess.
What do you?
Well-
What?
Well, if you're using it all the time and you're not paying attention to playing with us, then I bet at some point, like, I'm gonna drag you by your big old elf ears.
Oh, sorry. I just got a little. Well, I forgot I was using this one. I just need to clean it up for a second. I'll come join you.
What do you mean with this one?
Well, I just found this one, and I just, I don't know. I mean, I was using it and forgot that this is a brand new one.
Can I see?
Yeah, I just show it to her.
You
I
see
reach out
this,
my hand.
Why?
You give
You
it to
can
me?
see it from here.
Well, it looks like it's got like these little details.
Just roll a perception check, please, Yannae.
Alright.
As he shows this knife to you.
Perception. Come on, dice. I'm only good at cards tonight.
It looks pretty nice. Looks like a decent dagger.
Nice knife.
Thanks. I guess if she wants to see it up close, I guess I'll just kind of move it more towards her without actually letting it go.
Sure.
Like, so she can get a closer look.
Do I notice that he's not? Because I'm not the smartest.
Roll an insight check.
Alright. Ooh.
Or that,
Well?
what's your passive insight?
Alright. Well, or we could just use this one.
Well, yeah, it's. I mean, you.
My passive insight's 12.
Your passive insight will be 12. So, yeah, it's acting a little bit weird, but Sykes.
Hey, I'm a little weird about my swords. That's cool.
Exactly.
There's
Doesn't have
just
a
a little-
curse obsession. I'm just throwing this out there.
You're not there, or are you there, Illyria?
She's currently sharpening her sword while occasionally holding her head because of occasional headaches.
Yeah, just let me clean this blood spot off quick, and I'll come play some games.
Sure, cool.
Takes me another 10 minutes to clean this.
Absolutely takes you another 10 minutes, and there's
My
just this
God.
there's this little satisfied voice in the back of your head that goes, "Yes, that's clean. Good.
Yeah.
Need to remember to keep that safe."
And then I put it in my sheath, but like kind of on the hip still. My other dagger's been kind of like in the bag every once in a while, but like this one stays on the hip.
Sure, sure.
And then yeah, I'll come play cards.
All right. So you guys spend the rest of the evening just chilling and having a nice time and winding down the days, trying at least. Are any of you keeping an eye out, or are you all just
I mean, Sykes
winding
for
down the
sure
time?
is.
Sykes for sure is keeping an eye out. Okay, roll a perception check as you keep an eye out, please.
Haha, 23.
23. As the night draws in, you notice that the village gets very quiet. In the evening, it becomes very clear that nobody is spending time outside. And once it gets very, very dark, the only spots of light that are around is your fire, or the fire that lights your camp, as well as the tavern and the temple of the village. But that's it. All other sources of light are extinguished.
Okay. Sykes is gonna keep an ear out again for any more screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Sure.
like last night.
Sure.
And And then if my shift will eventually end, whoever takes shift next, I will let them know to keep.
Well,
an
this
eye out.
was just as you were
Gotcha.
wondered. This wasn't actual
Gotcha.
nighttime, but now we are going into nighttime. So,
Okay, gotcha.
whoever wants to take the first shift, please do so.
I'll take him for first shift.
Okay.
Cause she, Illyria. Sorry.
No, you're good. Illyria, when you take this shift, just be sure to listen out. If you hear any more screaming in the village, let us know, because we don't want a repeat of what happened last night.
She just gives a thumbs up.
Okay. And I'll go meditate.
Sure. Roll a perception check, please, Illyria.
Sure. It's probably gonna be low. It is going to be
very,
low.
very low. That's
Yeah,
very
today
low,
is
yes.
not my day. Today is not my day.
Indeed. Yes, it's dark out. It's very dark out. I mean, you can see up to 30 feet away from your camp, but yeah, it's pretty dark. Doesn't seem to be anything of note.
But yeah,
You did
while
anything?
she's I guess because she's distracted and whatnot, she's trying to siphon all the shit that came into her head and whatnot. So
Yeah,
she's
absolutely.
like distracted. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, who is taking the next watch?
I can.
Sure, go for it.
Illyria,
Roll me a perception
just-
check as you
Just think-
take
yeah.
the second watch.
Oh yeah. Oops. Oh, 13.
13. The night is pretty. It's pretty light. The stars and the four moons of Manitar are out tonight. All four of them, which is unusual, considering that one of those moons is the green moon of. Excuse me a moment while I look at my notes here. Where are they? Here we go. The moon of oh, it's gone. Damn it.
The moon's gone?
No, not the moon. Not the moon.
was
Not the
it,
moon. The name of the moon has disappeared. For some reason, I don't. The name of my moon, which I thought I had written down, is not written down, which is kind of annoying.
Steve.
What we're going to call it? I'm up for suggestions.
I had it written down somewhere.
Well, which society would have named the moon?
It doesn't really matter in this regard. I'm just going to call this moon Ulfar.
Okay,
Is
cool.
it Lambent Lady?
Nope. This is the green moon. The green moon is called Ulfar. Now,
Lambent Lady
and
was one of them, right? Or Lambent.
the Lambent Lady is there. The Lambent Lady is there, and that is the moon that is
Okay.
there every night. It's the silver moon. It's the silver, very very bright, large silver moon that is there every night, and is what everybody refers to as the Lambent Lady, or in the various different cultures, the similar name of the Lambent Lady. But the green moon is a very sort of squashed, almost sort of rotten apple shaped moon, and it very rarely appears in the night sky, and every time it appears it's usually an omen of worse things to come, or something bad is going to happen at some point.
What was this one called?
Ulthar. Ulthar.
Ulthar. Okay. I'm writing down their names now, so I don't forget. The only reason I knew was Lambent Lady because that was one of the moon. That was the
Yeah,
moonshine.
no, of course, no. The Lambent Lady is definitely a thing. As you are keeping an eye out, I would like you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh yeah. It's happening, but I'm all for it. Oh, it's a 13.
You feel this desire to just stand up and like go off and follow the sound of something that calls you, but you just shake it off, realizing that that's not what you desire to do. And there's this hiss from behind you.
I look.
As you look back there, you see the long, lanky creature that you recently fought, looking down over you, with his blazing red eyes, just looking down upon you, its hand out, ready to grasp you. I need you guys to all roll initiative.
Oh.
Shit. Goddamn it.
That's music to my ears. Initiative time.
I am going
16.
to share.
Oh
with you
man.
guys.
Whoa.
Okay, so I did badly on a perception, but good on initiative.
Oh,
Dang.
look at us. There's grass. I had not pictured grass.
Oh yeah, there's grass here. You're on the peninsula
We
where
can touch grass.
where grass actually exists. Let me just roll initiative
Shit,
for
dude.
Tefari and for Farrell.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Oh my
fucking
god.
Oh boy.
Am I going to be able to get these rolls as well?
No,
Roll for the
you
most.
shouldn't. That's not right.
I want my NPCs to also roll well. Fuck's sake. Okay, so yes. Let's go to a battle map, so you guys can see what the hell's going on. There we go. I've just put you guys.
In melee,
I've just,
so
yeah, you both would be technically in melee, so let's put you there. Yeah. I have just put you guys randomly. You can obviously switch yourselves around, but obviously, Sykes, you need to stay where you are.
Yep. I just moved myself that half a square.
Yep. Let's go to something that is
like
less that, and go to something that is more that.
Ooh. Okay.
So.
Oh, it'll be
Sure.
Tefari.
I could listen to this for a couple hours.
Yeah, I could also listen to it. I did a little bit of research into intensive music. So, anyways.
This is all
Yes,
Sirenscape.
so-
This is good shit.
Yeah.
Huh?
This is all
It's all
Sirenscape.
Sirenscape.
Wow.
No, this is not Sirenscape. I had to
Oh.
go and search for this kind of stuff.
Probably.
So it is Tefari up first, and he's asleep, so he's not doing anything. Yeah, he's asleep, so he's not going to be doing anything. Farrell is also asleep and doesn't know anything is going on. Illyria, you are up. Actually, no, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna roll.
Yeah.
Before I do that, I'm gonna roll a perception check for Farrell with disadvantage
I was
because
about
he's
to
also asleep.
Yeah, I was about to say a perception check disadvantage for myself as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, disadvantage. I was like, whoa. But
Yeah,
still,
natural
holy
20 and a 14. Jeez, that's three 20s I've rolled already. Damn it. 21. That he does. Yeah, he wakes up and sees. Looks across the fire and sees this very, very long, lanky creature standing over you, Sykes, and looks around to the right and then sees another one standing over you, Illyria.
Oh shit.
Ah, shit.
There's multiples.
There are multiples, yes. He's going to yell and try and get everybody's attention, so you now all wake up.
Alright.
Illyria,
I don't
you are now awake, and there is one of these creatures standing over you.
Is there any more creatures, or that's just it?
It's just the one that you can that currently you see standing over you.
Man, she looks at this creature that's right next to her in immediate misty step.
Go for it.
Okay, so let me mark off 1 second spell slot. to raid. Should I or should I not? How many feet is it? Like 30 feet at most?
I believe Misty Step is 30 feet. Yes.
Yeah, 30 feet. Within range of scene. So, right about here, I think. Yeah, that's 30 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God.
Is Misty Step a leveled bonus action, or is it not?
It is a straight bonus action.
But do you use is it a cantrip, or is it just a spell?
Oh,
you
it's a
make
level
spell
2.
One.
It's level 2. Okay.
Level 2,
Yeah, it's level
Alright.
2.
Cool.
Already checked off the level 2, so
Yeah,
don't
no,
worry.
that's fine. That's fine.
Which one is more useful? I think Tasha's Mind Whip is more
Okay.
useful.
I am going to have to stop you there. If Tasha's Mind Whip is what is Tasha's Mind Whip? Is that innate or is it a cantrip?
It's not a cantrip.
Okay, is it an innate
Is
ability?
it a level spell or is it an innate
No.
ability?
It's
a level 2 spell.
Then you will not be able to cast it because you can only cast a cantrip as an additional spell if you cast a bonus action, and if you cast a spell as a bonus action, which is also leveled.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
no
I
worries.
guess I'll cast a cantrip then.
Go for it.
Let me give this fucker a mind silver.
Go for it.
Okay, so you drive a disorientating mind spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature you see within range. The target must succeed an intelligence saving throw or take 1d6 psychic damage and subtract 1d4 for next saving throw it makes before
Okay,
end
so
of your
an intelligence saving throw coming up does a 6.
No, it failed. It failed. It failed.
Okay, roll your
Alright.
damage.
Okay, so
I
On
believe
the
this was
chest.
on the second and above.
yep,
Right,
there
so
we go.
it takes 4 points of damage, and
Ooh, typically this is a legendary creature to the town, so I'm writing it down. It's a creature.
And if it makes a next saving throw, do a 1d.
a 1d what?
A 1d4
1d4.
to subtract it for the next saving.
Cool, thank you. I have made a note of that.
Right.
Is that your turn?
Is there anything I can do? I could still move, right?
Yeah, you can still move.
Alright, get right about up there. Alright, that's my go.
Alright.
Good luck, Sykes.
Sykes, you are up.
Alright. Good. Okay, so since I'm before this creature, I actually get advantage on my attack rolls. I have a question though, because I noticed something on sneak attack. It says to get sneak attack says you don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. The enemy is incapacitated. And I get those are easy, but then it says, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. So
Correct.
does that just mean anytime I don't have advantage or disadvantage, I still get sneak attack?
Let me just have a quick roll.
That was the thing. I'm like,
This is the.
'cause I thought you only got. This is just sneak attack.
I think it just means that your advantage cancels out the disadvantage. so
Yes,
you get a regular
basically,
roll.
as long as you don't have the disadvantage, you would get the sneak,
Okay,
the
so
sneak
it's-
attack on it. Let me just go to the road.
That's what I mean. Like if I'm like behind it and I don't get advantage because I'm before it, would I just?
Okay, cool. Here we go. Once
Take
per
it
d6. You don't need to attack on advantage if another enemy is in the two. So that enemy is incapacitated, or you and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. Okay, so no, that specifically refers to there being another person within 5 feet of it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay,
So
that
yeah,
makes
it's specifically that. If there's another person within 5 feet of it, you still get the sneak attack.
Okay.
Or another ally
Yeah.
within 5 feet, you get the sneak
Okay,
attack. So it doesn't
so
necessarily
I wouldn't
mean
have
that you have to
advantage
be
on
in...
it if they're Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay. I understand now. Okay, so then since this one's right next to me, remembering from last time that it doesn't do much, like regular attacks don't do much, but since I'm in melee anyway, I will take out my 2 daggers. But the magic dagger that I have is in my main hand, and the dagger of night is in my offhand.
Okay. Roll me your attacks,
I'm going
please.
to make 2 attacks. First one has advantage.
Are these your regular attacks?
Yeah, but these are
Right.
using the dagger,
Your special dagger.
the special dagger, yeah.
Go for it. Roll me your attacks, please.
That is,
19.
19.
19 hits.
Yes.
Why do you have advantage?
Because when I act before the enemy does, I get advantage.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
A 19 definitely hits.
All right. So, before I'm going to activate sneak attack, so it just rolls automatically.
I don't know if you would still get sneak attack from this.
Well, because it's just I have advantage on the attack roll.
Of course. Yep. There we go. It's the advantage that gives you that. Cool. Yep.
And then
All right.
my second attack on it using the same dagger. Whoops.
So
Wait, why does they both say offhand? One should be one hand, main hand. Yeah, there we go. Okay, they both said O for some reason. I was like, oh,
That's
I
fine.
know why. Because I gotcha. Because now it's my main hand, but usually it's my offhand. So I swapped them now. Okay, so next attack.
definitely
21.
hits. 21 definitely hits.
God damn, dude.
So that does 6 damage.
Very
And
nice.
then the offhand being the dagger of night.
Mm-hmm.
For my bonus action.
God
21.
damn, dude.
21 still hits.
Calm.
This is you do
down,
not
dude.
have. I believe you don't have dual weapon fighting, so this
Yeah,
is
so
just
it's
this is
just,
just a
yep.
straight D4.
Yep, when it says offhand, it just switches to
Nice.
no damage.
And I
So
believe it has to perform a Constitution
Yeah.
saving throw of DC 18, correct?
I think it doesn't actually take damage though, because didn't you say the dagger of night's not actually magical? Or is it magic? It just doesn't have the +1.
Oh. No. I haven't worked that one out. I'll say it's magical. Due to the nature of the dagger of night, it's going to be a magical thing.
Okay, it just isn't a +1 dagger.
Correct.
All right, so yeah, it does 1 damage, and then the 16. What was the?
I believe it's DC 18. Let me just
Yes,
double check
DC
that.
18. I'm
Yeah,
looking
so
at it right now.
it'll reduce its health by 1.
Yeah,
That
and
goes
then
on
I
to
actually should
that.
move, but I'll take an opportunity attack, so I'll just stay there.
All right.
Just kind of guard myself,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
Okay. It is now the turn of the Anubavs. So, this one, annoyed at the fact that it couldn't do what it wanted to do to you, it is going to spend its turn standing there, and then you watch as its eyes flare red again, and then this great wave of black sort of smoke just begins to emanate out from it, enveloping the entire area around it, casting darkness. So this entire area is now in magical darkness.
And dark vision doesn't help in magical
No,
darkness.
correct.
Yeah.
2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Yeah, basically this entire area is now just in darkness.
Whoa.
Yep. And
That's great.
yeah.
What
Yeah,
happens
got
if you use magical fire? Does it light up the magical darkness?
It just gets left out.
Yeah.
Also,
You can try
don't
it,
to
you can
make
always try
fire
it.
around me.
And
I'm
it is
nearby.
going to
Don't do
it is going to try and move away from you.
Okay.
Yeah, it is going to try and move away for you. And who's it going to go
So-
for?
Can I make it? Oh, I can't.
It's going
see
to try
it
and go for
technically, so
something
I
that
can't
he.
make an opportunity attack.
You can try. You can always try. It'll be a disadvantage because you can't see it, but you do sense it move away from you. So I will say it does. It is able to do it.
Special dagger. 19.
19 hits.
Yes. 8 points of
8 points of
magic
damage.
damage.
You do hear a hiss from the creature as it moves away from you, and you do feel the dagger dig in and pull as it moves away, but it doesn't seem to have hurt. That is going to be its turn. It is now the turn of the other and above.
Little question in between.
Yes, of course.
Kai didn't nibble on that particular spell, did he?
Sorry.
Hmm?
Kai? You know, the creature that lives inside the rock in my pocket.
I don't
Oh,
think it's a druid spell.
oh, that's that. Oh, sorry. Yes, Kai. No, gotcha. Thank you, Kai. No, he did not nibble on that spell.
Alright. Just checking.
He did not nibble on that spell. No, he did not. This
Worth a shot.
creature is going to move because it can. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, it's going to go over to here. Yannae, I would like you to perform for me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Son of a... Before I could even cast... Oh, man. Alright. I'm into it. Wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
I take -1 on those fuckers. Ha
Oh no.
11!
You can't
Come on.
see this creature, but suddenly,
Whoa.
right in front of you, you were able to sense this lanky creature, and you almost hear in your head, "Come with me. You know, I am the right choice you want." And you are now charmed.
Even more voices in my head.
It's not
Crowded in here.
It's getting very crowded here. It's not a voice per se. It's something that you sort of hear emanating
I
from
really
the
want to
thing
go
in
with
front
that.
of you.
Whatever. It is.
You are now charmed, and you must do as the creature says.
Okay, boys, it's game time.
And it tells you. It tells you to follow, and that's all
Okay.
it's going to. That's all it's going to do right now. So, yeah, Yannae, you are now up.
I follow.
So you're just going to are you going to hold your action until it moves?
Yeah, I follow wherever it goes.
Sure.
For my turn, I'll hold that. Is charmed the kind of situation where I am no longer in my right mind either? Like I can't say I'm not realizing that I'm charmed.
Uh,
Or is it just my body that needs to obey, not my mind?
you. That's a weird one. Let me just have a look at the spell proper.
Asking the philosophy questions tonight.
Yeah, no, it's not. This is a good question. This is a good question.
I'll be right back.
Yep, no worries. The French is fast. Oh, you would. Sorry, you would have had advantage on the saving throw. My apologies.
Oh,
So just roll again.
oh man, I was so ready to be charmed. Oh wait, I just about randomly 20. Let's not do that. Come on. Oh, roll
You're still
lower.
charmed. You're
We're
still
good.
charmed.
We're good. I'm still fucked. Yay.
No, I would say that you would know that you were charmed.
Does that mean that I'm capable of doing other things aside from the order, or no?
No. With regards to
Okay.
this particular spell, no.
Your mind
You are
does,
only
your
able
body
to do
does
what
not.
this creature tells you to do.
Like, I know it's not right, but on the other hand, it's so right.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like-
This creature knows everything. It knows that it knows what's best for you, and it knows that you need to go. You just need to follow this creature. This creature
It's like eating
has
chocolates at 3 a.m.
absolutely,
You know it's not right, but oh, it's so right.
but it's so right. So you are holding your action until it starts moving away. It is now Tefari. He is awake, and does he
still
have?
asleep?
No,
Because he's in
he
darkness.
no. He's awake because Farrell yelled out.
Oh, true.
He's definitely awake.
When
so
he wakes up,
yelled
he
out.
just sees total darkness.
But he does wake up, and there is now total darkness in front of him. What's he gonna
his
do?
eyes are still closed. What?
He doesn't. All right, I'm going to since I'm partially piloting Tefari here. I am going to say he. I mean, why would he not have that? That would be kind of dumb. What level is he? He's 3rd level. Yeah, screw it. He is going to do Dispel Magic
Ooh, yay.
on 3rd level. And that happens. So the entire space suddenly disappears. The entire darkness that was there just disappears, and you are now all able to see.
Jay.
So that black square is that black circle is no longer there. So that's going to be him for that, and there's suddenly this creature in front of him, and he doesn't like that. So he's going to try. He's going to move away, I reckon, and take an opportunity attack from this creature. Which one's that one? And above 1. And above 1 is going to go claw at him. Oh, that was nearly a natural 20. Oh, jeez, that was nearly a natural 20. But still, a 20 unfortunately does still hit Tefari, who takes 9 points of damage from that. That was a pretty vicious strike. But Tefari does move out of the way. And that is going to be him. Farrell is up. Sees the creature beside you, Yannae, and is going to run towards the creature, going, "No, Yannae, no, stay," or do his thing of warning you away from it. And he's going to cast, because he doesn't know this yet. He is going to cast warding bond on you. I believe it is.
Oh
the thing.
boy, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's that thing which helps you. So he's going to cast warding bond on you.
But I did warn him only a few hours ago to stop doing it when it starts hurting him bad. So
yeah, he's aware of that. He's aware of that, but he does see you in trouble, and he's going to try and help you.
Okay,
So he's going to do that.
Fun.
So yeah, there's that. That is going to be his turn. Yeah, that's going to be his turn, because I believe warding bond is a action. It is indeed. Actually, no, he has to move. Sorry, he has to move here in order to do that to you. But that's what he's going to do. That's going to be his turn. Illyria.
Alright, so since she's gonna touch a mind whip.
Okay, go for it.
On in bed 2.
Sure.
Alright, so for it, you psychically lash out at one creature you can see within range.
What's the range of Tasha's Mind Witch?
90 feet.
Nice, you can hit him.
Yes, the target must make a intelligence saving throw. On a fail-safe, target takes a 3d6 psychic damage, and it can't take a reaction until end of its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of these 3. On a successful, it takes half of the damage and suffer none of spells effects.
Sure. What do I need to roll?
Intelligence.
An intelligence saving throw. 13
And you have to
minus
roll...
d4
Yep,
is a
mine.
10.
Yep, completely fails.
I thought so. Roll me your damage.
Damage. Where is it? And that's my another second level. Oof. Not liking this.
10 points of
Takes about
damage.
10.
There's this as his long hands reach up to grasp where its head would be, and it sort of crouches down a bit as this pain courses through its mind.
And since she's doing this one, going to move. There. That's about it.
All right.
Oh, wait. Before I do anything else, can I use my bonus action to do blade singing real quick?
Is that a spell or is that something else?
It is a feature.
Okay, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Okay, so I use my bonus action to use Blade Song. I gain a bonus to my AC equal to my intelligence modifier. My walking speed increases by 10 feet. Advantage on dexterity acrobatics checks, and gain any bonus to my concentration. So, and I get to do this about 3 times if I wished.
Nice.
And
Nice.
that's all I could do.
All right. Sykes,
Alright.
what you doing? The darkness is no longer there. You can still see.
I see the thing I had just hit because I just attacked it with my dagger, and then shortly after the thing disappeared. So I am going to activate Zephyr Strike.
Very nice.
What Zephyr Strike does, you move like the wind until the spell ends. Concentration for a minute. Until the spell ends, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit.
Oof.
Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of your next turn.
Okay, very nice.
Oh, I
Add
absolutely
the
love
Zephyr
that spell.
Strike.
That's pretty cool.
That's very nice.
And then I'm going to, as part of my movement, because I got 35, so I'll go 5, 10, up to here. Attack him with 2 strikes. First strike adding the d8 for Zephyr, and also because if I got advantage, I can add the sneak attack now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Roll me your attack first.
Yep. Oh, why did that?
And 19 still hits. Bloody hell,
I'm
jeez.
still gonna roll to see if I get the crit for it. I just forgot to.
Yep, sure,
the
go for it.
advantage to it,
See if you
so-
roll the crit. See if you roll the crit.
I do
Nope.
not. But the attack will still hit, so. So I will
Lucky
do
you had advantage on that.
Yeah. So that's
20
20 points of damage.
Wow.
Second strike, I kind of like, as I'm leaving it, because the first strike would have been stabbed in, and then the second strike will maybe leaving its attack range, because
Sure.
I don't. Yeah, so I'll do the second attack again with it. The 17.
25 still hits. I need to give these guys, but I need to give you guys things with better armor class.
That's 8 points of damage. As I
Yep.
do the rest of my move to move away towards Safari and Illyria. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll just kind of go there.
All right.
I kind of just zipped past it with the wind and went stab, slash.
Stab, stab, slash, and I'm gone.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
And
There is another hiss and screech from this creature as you slash into it. Just roll a quick perception check for me, please.
Yeah. Uh, 13.
It's pretty dark. You don't notice anything.
Alright.
All right,
That is my turn.
it is the turns of the Anubavs. This creature, it doesn't like this fact that it's actually that this has happened to it, so it is going to. Sure. It knows that. Yeah, it knows that Tefari is a bit of a squishy person because it hit him. So it's going to run up and its claw, striking down with these very, very long, sinuous claw-like hands down on top of Tefari. A 16 unfortunately does miss. However, the other claw comes around, striking across, hopefully, his chest. Definitely striking across his chest, but Tefari is going to do his thing.
Yeah.
Get him to re-roll that. To be a 12, forcing it to miss. So, yes, you watch as this creature just almost glides and runs at the same time up to Tefari and just reaches out to try and slash across. But for some reason, just this weird distorting effect happens around Tefari, and both attacks miss. Yannae, you hear from this creature, attack him. And he has told you to attack. He has told you to attack Farrell.
Ting. Okay.
It is now the Anubav's turn. Because of the Mind Whip, it is just simply going to attack Farrell.
And he only gets one attack.
That's fine. That's fine. Do not mind that at all. God's sake. +6 and I roll a 2. Jeez. So yeah, it turns around to Farrell and goes to strike him across the chest, but Farrell just simply moves out of the way. But that is going to be its turn. Mind Whip is only for one turn, correct?
Yep, only one turn.
All right, that is going to be it. Yannae, you've been told to attack Farrell.
Yeah.
And you got to do it.
So from the point she's woken up to now that she's holding her swords, it's been darkness and then light, and within the light she knows her purpose. She knows that Farrell must die.
Yep.
But that Farrell will half the damage, so Yannae also takes half damage.
No,
Farrell doesn't. Farrell takes all damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, dang. Yeah.
My god, okay.
So
let's go to my actions. And I get to attack 3 times.
What?
Yep.
That's just how it goes for me.
Are you about to kill Farrell?
I hope not. But I might.
Not. But you might. 21 definitely hits.
Oh, no.
10 points of damage.
I'm just going to use my whole turn attacking.
Yeah, that's what you've been told to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh no! Holy crap!
20 hits.
Oh, what if a warning bond activate?
Nope.
No, because Farrell doesn't want.
That's
Yannae
a
to
one-way
take any
bond.
damage.
It's a one-way bond. Yeah, it's a one-way bond, and Farrell doesn't know that Yannae's. Yeah, 17 still hits. Yannae's under an influence. He doesn't know that. He does now. And he there is this very there is this very sort of like hurt look at hurt. He sort of looks at you as you strike at him 3 times, with this expression of, yeah, no, you're doing the right thing. Farrell has to die here, and Farrell just simply looks at you. Why? What are you doing? Why are you hitting me? No, hit that thing.
My guts are spilling out.
Just looking at him. Very nice. Very nice. I like it.
Oh no.
That's going to be your turn. It is now Tefari's turn. There is this thing in front of him, and he does not like it, so he is going to cast Pulse Wave on this creature.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. It has to do a 13. That fails, so it does take the full 66 and is forced away from it. Yeah.
Shattered shadows.
Yeah, it's gonna take 66.
It goes poof.
27. It does not go poof.
Oh.
No, it does not go poof and gets pushed 15 feet away from it. 5, 10,
Whoa.
15. 15 feet away from Tifari. But yeah, that is going to be its turn. There is this as this creature just gets pushed backwards from Tifari. Tifari does one of his usual quips of saying, "Oh, that's pretty easy to deal with." That is going to be his turn. It is now Farrell's turn. Farrell knows Yannae, and Yannae is looking at him weird. He's going to perform an insight check. Yeah, he's going to perform an insight check on
Yes.
Yannae. Oh, he knows that Yannae's not. Yeah, okay. He knows there's something going on here. Is he intelligent enough to know? No, he's not intelligent enough to know that he has to hit Yannae. But there we go. So, but he is going to try and move away. He's going to try and move away from you, Yannae, and he's going to yell across to you three on the other side of the camp. Something wrong with Yannae here. And he's going to move to this side. You do get an opportunity attack against him.
Yep. You know, I've always wondered what this would be like, because there's people who get charmed and they're like, fuck yeah, I'm going to kill all my friends. And I found out today that I'm not that player. I'm just mortified with every single swing.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I don't want it to happen either, but yeah. 14 still hits, just!
How I have a +6 and I'm sad about it.
Yeah. 12 points of damage, jeez. Oh god, okay. Poor Farrell. Poor Farrell. I think what he is actually going to do is he is going to perform Cure Wounds on himself at second level. No, fuck it, he's going to do it on 3rd level because this hurts! Ooh. This hurt a lot, so he's going to go 3rd level.
God, he's got 3rd level stuff. I only got 2nd still.
So he's going to go 3rd level Farrell himself, giving him 17 wounds, so he's no longer bleeding profusely from various different wounds to his arms and neck. But yeah, that is going to be his turn, because if he goes any further, he'll get another attack, and he doesn't want that. Illyria, you heard from Farrell, there's something wrong with Yannae over here.
Okay.
And then you saw me slash at him after that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am going to cast Blur, and I don't have any concentration going up, so Blur is activated. Let me just activate this real quick on the area. There we go. And then go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's 30 feet. 25 feet, sorry.
I got 10 more because of Blade Song.
Yep.
She is going to
do what you gotta do.
After thing. God damn it! But XCOM brain the kicking in.
Yeah, but what's Illyria gonna do?
So I bonus action Blur. I can have. She is going to cast Firebolt since that's a cantrip.
Go for it.
At?
On and above 2.
Okay.
No, actually, and above 1.
Okay.
Oh
at
no.
1. Wow. Okay. Fuck you, game.
There's yes. You go to cast your spell. Maybe it's something about the fact that something that Farrell said that put you a little bit off. But you spin around and throw this firebolt in the direction of the of the Anabav, and it just simply goes sailing past. You're pretty lucky because it sailed because of the distance between the Anabav and Tefari, it sailed between them.
Okay, and then I'm going to use a feature
Go for it.
of action surge.
Go for it.
So I rarely use action surge, so on your turn you gain 1 additional action on top of your regular action and a
Correct.
possible.
Yep.
Okay. So, man, Shania, if you weren't there, I would have.
Hey,
She is
I can
going
deal
to
with some stuff. You know, you've seen me handle a lot of heavy shit.
Shania's a bit of a tank, yeah.
I'm tempted to do sleep. I'm going to magic missile actually.
Okay. At
On and above.
which one? 1 or 2?
1,
1. Okay.
2. Oh,
Yep. It don't even require 2 points of damage. That's literally how
Wow.
far it was off. Yes. Describe how you do this.
well, I was not expecting to kill it immediately, but
2
fuck.
HP or 1 HP left.
So she quickly turns around and fires 1 bolt at quick succession and just straight up tearing it of ethereal, I guess, of an ethereal body because of magic bolt, and well, it died. And I guess the 2 others go into and above 1. So that'll be 2.
Just finger gun katas, the magic gun katas,
And
Pretty much.
she'll
magic missile kata.
right there. All right.
Alrighty. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's
Nice.
completely my turn.
I love the splat on the map.
That's a new update, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Sykes?
Alright, seeing that Illyria just pinned off the one I was gonna go after, because I was actually, something I wanted to ask you really quick, Jim, because I was gonna try this, but I wanted to ask you in the sense of questioning it anyway. So when I use a standard action to gain the 2 attacks, can I do those 2 attacks at any point during my turn? So like, could I
Yes.
attack one thing, move, and then attack another
Yes,
thing?
you can absolutely do that, yes.
Okay, because I was gonna attack that thing, move to Yannae, and attack the other thing.
Yes, you
So
can.
literally just gonna-
Absolutely do that because effectively what you're doing is you're just basically splitting up your action, which is to attack across 2 things.
Nice. Okay, cool. Gotcha. I'll remember that for next time. Okay. So then, in which case, hearing that there's something wrong with Yannae, and seeing these 2 are ganging up on this thing, I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Because I get the extra 30 from the Zephyr Strike. So I'm at 40, so I would get 25 more movement speed. I'm going to try and
This poor thing.
tackle Yannae, but like continue moving, get her away from the group.
Okay, roll me an athletics check. Yannae, you will have to resist this. You can choose either athletics or acrobatics to resist this grapple attempt.
Natural 20!
Wow.
23.
I have bonuses on athletics, so I'm using that because
Go for it. You basically have to
That
roll a
makes sense.
23.
Oh.
24.
24. You do indeed succeed. Sykes, you are able to grapple her, and you have got I am going to say that you do have her now.
Okay.
But Yannae is basically just standing there like a rock against you and is not moving.
I'm just
Okay.
like, Yannae, you gotta snap out of it.
you're holding the mountain.
Pretty
Which
much.
is awesome. The mountain against the wind.
Pretty much, yeah. The mountain against the wind. Is that your
No matter
turn?
how hard the wind howls, the mountain will not bow to it.
Except on a natural 20.
But is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my whole thing is just gonna be focusing on just getting Yannae out. So I'm just gonna continue the grapple and.
All right.
Yeah.
It is now the turn of the remaining Anubhav. You watch as it does exactly what its friends did, which is this very large blanket of black smoke, mist and darkness just spreads out from it, encompassing the entire area. So, pop, put that back in. None of you are now able to see. Yannae, you hear from this creature, "Kill them, then follow." And it will move out of range of you, Yannae, but it believes you. It knows you are an ally, so you can't do anything. Sykes, you do not know this, and you are holding Yannae, so you can't make any strikes against it. It is going to continue moving. 5, 10, 15. Illyria, you sense something move past you, so you do get an opportunity attack against this creature. However, this is at
Still be at
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Pharaoh get one too?
Yep, he does as well. I'll let you go first, Illyria, so we don't actually end up confusing things. A 15 misses. As you strike out this thing, you sense it go past, but unfortunately, it just goes and misses and flies past what was there. Tafarel is also going to go. He rolls a 6. There's this slight clang as his mace follows up on your sword and catches it as he strikes it as he goes past, but it doesn't hit anything. 5, 10, 15, cool. 20, 25, 30, 40. That brings it to there, and yeah, it's going to keep moving off. That's going to be its turn. Actually, no, it can't go any further. It has to go to there because that thing was its action. Yannae,
Snap out of it!
You are told to kill them.
So Yannae, who's prone to yelling insults and growling at things in battle, has been quiet this whole time. And even as she draws her blades once more, it's like the rustling of the wind as she cuts upwards to cut out of Sykes' arms.
Mm-hmm.
Let me attack my boy.
12 does miss.
She's 3 attacks though.
That's okay. There's more swords where that came from.
Unfortunately, a 60 does hit.
And a third attack.
Yep. 1 sec. Before you do that, I need to make a con save for my.
Wait, are all these attacks supposed to be a disadvantage because I can't see?
They are.
Ooh. Roll that.
So roll that one. So roll that one attack again. That missed.
You hit on a 10 though. That's a 50-50 still. Oh,
it still hit.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you do still take 9 points of damage.
So that was 9, and then I got a 5.
Yes, your Zephyr Strike fails.
No!
Falls. Yeah.
Shit.
So that's 2 out of 3, right? That I gave.
That was all 3.
Yeah.
All 3?
Yeah, because you rolled the third one, didn't you? So it's.
Yeah,
So
you rolled the third
12
and that was
and
9.
16.
12,
I
16.
see. No.
Rerolled the 9 and the 21.
Yeah, but all attacks are a disadvantage. So my 12
Oh, you're doing it that way.
16.
So 12 and 16.
Oh, I just. Okay, gotcha.
Am I
Oh,
8
I
and
see.
9?
I see what you're doing. A 9 and 21. All right, then
Oh,
roll
so
a third.
you
Then
rerolled
roll
the
a third
first
attack.
one. Oh shit.
So do a third attack then. I see what you're doing. So do a third attack.
Just a straight one, right? Because I already have the 21 going.
No, because you got 3 attacks, right?
Yeah.
So if the first 2 set were 12 and 16,
Oh,
so that's a
right.
miss.
Sorry. I'm looking at my damage dice. Never mind.
Yeah, so,
yes.
So roll a third attack with disadvantage.
Here we go.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that hits. We'll take the 9 as your damage roll. since you rolled the damage already.
All right.
So yeah, unfortunately, Sykes, your Zephyr Strike does still fall.
Oh, good.
But yeah, what are you
Action
doing?
surge. No.
No!
You can. You were
Oh,
told to kill
no!
them.
I was.
You were told to kill them to
was.
follow.
But nobody told me to rush.
No, they didn't.
I'm gonna take this slow and steady, wins the race.
Excuse me while I just... I'll just reply to you now, Whites Noel. Yeah, right now, our 5 heroes are currently fighting these creatures called Anubavs. A homebrew creature, so don't look up the stats, you'll never find them. And Yannae has been dominated by one of these creatures, and has been told to kill them all and then follow. So that's what she's doing, and she has to. That's your turn. It is now the turn of Tefari. He...
Lydia, you...
It's 120...
I think it was charmed, not dominated.
Yeah.
But
he can see the creature.
Sure, if we're into that.
Child, yeah. He can see the creature there, so he is going to... what's he going to do? He's going to cast Ice Ray. He's going to do his usual thing of casting Ice Ray on that, because he's not got a lot of spell slots left. Yeah, 2nd level, so he does that on that. That unfortunately does miss. Ice Ray, I believe, has 3 strikes. Yeah, 3. So that's the first one, second one... hits, doing 6 points of damage, and the third one hits as well. Does indeed do that as well. I do need to do one thing. This is an action, so it is not a concentration check. Oh dear. That is going to be his turn, but he's going to stay... he'll stay here, I reckon. It is Farrell's turn. He can't see anything, but he knows Yannae's there. What would he do? What would he do? He's concerned about Yannae.
Oh, so where would the new circle be then?
Exactly there.
Oh, okay.
Concerned? About me? How flattering.
So he's going to try and... he's going to move in a direction to sound that he can hear. And he's going, come on, Yannae, snap out of it. And he's going to punch you.
Whoa!
How flattering.
Shit. That's a 1.
So I imagine him go for a punch, but
Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Face.
It hits, but it hurts his fist.
Sure. Well, I was just gonna roll. I was just gonna roll a d6 to see if it either hits you and hits you and therefore hurts his fist, or if it hits Sykes.
Oh yeah, one of those.
It hits you, but it hurts his fist. So he's gonna take a point of damage from that.
He tried to punch me in the jaw, and the jaw was harder.
Yeah, pretty much. So, but that's gonna be his turn.
Man,
Illyria?
Funny. It would have been funny if he tried to punch, but fails and just punches himself in the face. Just going full haymaker.
So, Illyria,
Just going
you are up.
full haymaker. Go black. Alright, so I'm up. Alright.
Mhm.
Temptation to run and do Mind Blast.
Do it.
But the thing is, if she does do Mind, because that is her in.
You are in combat range of Yannae, and Yannae is currently now treated as an enemy here. So if you run away, Yannae will perform an opportunity attack on you. Sorry, Lydia. kind of taking
I
your
think
agency.
that's very fair.
Kind of taking your agency away here a little bit.
I've been waiting for it. I built a low wisdom character for a reason, my man.
True.
I have a high wisdom character, and I've been waiting to get dominated.
Okay. Well, that's a private thing. Maybe we should discuss some other time.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Illyria? Tell me.
I'm thinking about my options here. You know what? I would say she would try to levitate. Give herself more of a headache. You know what? Fuck it. Go and levitate on Yannae.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
And how much does Yannae weigh currently?
We're not even attacking like the one thing that's running away right now because we can't see nothing.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And you're a
How much?
threat.
Sorry, did you ask me how much I weighed?
Yes.
Rude, but sure. Let me check I have that written down somewhere. Notes? Probably in my notes. About 90 kilograms. I don't know if you understand what kilograms are, my dear American friend.
It'll actually be under your inventory.
Yeah, 90 to 100 kilograms.
So you currently weigh 151 pounds.
What? Where? Oh yeah, right. Because of the
It's under
stuff.
encumbrance.
I'm also carrying stuff.
Yeah, you are currently carrying stuff. So you currently weigh 151
You need
pounds.
to sell stuff.
Alright, Yannae. Here's what you need to do. You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Con save. Ooh, my favorite. 13.
You're lifted.
No,
We're going for a ride.
And Sykes, do you hold on?
I actually do not. I just got stabbed.
Okay,
So
fair.
I would be like, oh.
Fair enough. Fair.
Oh.
Yeah, Yannae, have a fun time, floating up 20 feet in the air.
That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, you're now floating up 20 feet in the air and have to kill these people and move.
And
So-
she cannot make any con saves. And then
While you were
Lyria
there?
is going.
Remember, you can't see anything right now, so
Yeah, she's just moving a random direction.
sure.
Wait, hold on. She was right here, right?
Mhm,
1,
yep.
2, 3, 4. Just.
I believe that's your turn.
Yes.
All right, Sykes.
Okay, so, now having been released from Yannae, did I hear this thing like leave? I just couldn't get an attack because I was.
Oh yeah, you
pulling
heard it leave. Yeah.
Okay.
You
I
don't
don't
know.
like
You
this
know.
darkness.
It sort of went northeastish, but you don't know where it went beyond that.
I don't like this darkness, so I'm gonna try to get out of it as fast as possible. So what
Mhm.
I'm doing is I'm going to recast Zephyr Strike,
Okay.
and in the opposite direction that Yannae was, I'm going to run as fast as I can. So full speed. So
Okay.
that what I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 through the bush, 35 because I trip over it, so it's difficult terrain.
Sure.
40, 45, 50, getting to the edge.
Yeah.
Am I out of darkness, or?
I will say you're out of darkness. Darkness it's a little bit larger than that, but sure, I'll allow that.
Okay. Can I see it anywhere around, or?
From where you are, no, you do not have angle on it.
Shoot. Okay. Well, I see
You
Tafari.
are looking back into darkness.
I'm gonna head to Tafari and make sure he's doing all right. So I did 50. Let's see. I have 65 with the added, so 50, 55, 60, 65.
I would say from there you can just about see it.
Okay. And then as soon as I see it, I'll be like, oh shit, and I'm going to throw my magic dagger. I think it has a 30-foot, right?
Yes, 30-foot range. Which one are you throwing?
My main hand. So that's the magic dagger. Or your
special dagger.
What's it called? The special dagger, yeah. It's got a name,
Cool.
but...
I know. Nobody knows what it is yet, so
and
special dagger.
I get advantage because of Zephyr Strike.
Yep, go for it. What your damage?
So Zephyr Strike added on, and then I got advantage, so sneak attack. I'll add the sneak attack if so.
Roll your attack
Okay,
first,
I
please.
should probably add that, true. Sorry.
You might get an natural here.
Well, it's the same.
Yeah.
The 27. It's the same. I accidentally actually make that one -1 because I forgot that they off. Oh no, they have the same for if I'm throwing it. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, because it's. I thought it was. Yeah. I was okay. I was looking at longbow, so it's at a +7, but I looked at the dagger and it's a +8 on the throw. So yeah, it's the same throw.
From your damage.
All right. Throw. So. Oh, so it is sneak attack. So I will press sneak attack now. I accidentally hit the Zephyr Strike first, and then So.
That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oof,
17
points of damage to it. Wow.
And
it hisses in pain as this dagger comes
one.
sailing into it.
Can I throw the Dagger of Night as well?
Sure.
For the other attack?
Sure.
I mean, technically it's an offhand throw, but it would... Because I get 2 attacks.
It's still a throw.
Okay, so... Would I do the offhand Dagger of Night then, or the regular?
This would be offhand, yeah, because it's your other dagger. You don't have... The dagger doesn't come back to you.
No sneak attack or Zephyr Strike, so...
No.
Ah, no!
It goes sailing past into the darkness.
Does Tafari see this?
It just lands behind it. Not too far.
Oh, okay.
It's only a 30-foot range, so it lands just
I was
behind.
like, could Tafari do his rewind?
Yeah, he could actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does he not? No. Okay, so I really need this to hit.
That does hit.
Ooh.
Oh wait. Sorry, I should be. I'll do this one because it's technically his offhand, so just a D4. So 1 point
a
of
Constitution
damage.
saving throw, which it fails, so its health is reduced by 1.
So he's got 2 daggers sticking in him.
It's got 2 daggers sticking in him. And
Well,
at this present moment,
turn,
we're going to take a very quick break because if we don't, I'm going to have some issues. So we're going to take a very quick break here for about 5 to 10 minutes. So please don't run away as we continue to work out this battle afterwards. But yeah, we're going to take a very, very quick break here. See you in a bit. We're not off anymore, I'm afraid. Sorry. Welcome back. Yes, we are in the middle of the combat, and one of our characters, Yannae, has been dominated by one of our creatures and has been told to kill them and follow. But this now is looking a little bit hard for Yannae to do because she's now floating up in the air. Sykes, you have just performed your turn. It is now Yannae, what are you doing? What can you do?
I'm really glad we got to this point. So, my first order is attack and kill, and currently available to me are the things I've got in my hands. So, 20 feet is above the cloud, isn't it? Above the darkness.
Let me just have a quick look. I don't believe it is.
And my targets are still within the cloud, but...
Oh, yeah. Absolutely they are. Let me just have a quick look at the range of darkness. Because, of course, I don't have it written down, do I? Because that would be something very, very intelligent to do. Yes, it would be.
Alright. So I'll look down and I'll see the shimmer of my swords and I'll go, well, because it'll take some extra time to change weapons anyway. I might as well use these while I got them. And I'll chuck the swords down.
Yes, yes, yes. Please do.
Now, my almighty DM, how the fudge do I roll that? Like,
where are you chucking them to?
Is it a regular attack? Down.
You're chucking them down. Okay, this would be a because you are throwing your weapons. I would say this would be a dexterity. This would be a dexterity check because you are not proficient. Are you proficient in throwing weapons?
I think
Well,
I am.
actually, well,
I am actually.
This is an improvised throwing weapon, so
It
I'd still,
is.
I would say that it doesn't count. So just roll me a dexterity check. And who are you throwing? Are you throwing them at anybody?
As far as I know, they're all still down there. So that makes it a little difficult.
All right.
So can we roll a die to see if I decide to go after the non-existent Sykes, the non-existent Illyria, or the actually still there Feral?
Roll a d3.
All right.
On a 3, you hit. On the 3, you end up going for
A D3? How
Feral.
do?
All right. So roll a d6.
Roll D6 and just
On the one
sure.
on the 1 or 2, it's Sykes. On the 3 and a 4, it would be Illyria, and 5 or 6, it would be Feral.
Here we go.
So you would end up throwing them roughly in the vague direction of Illyria.
I'm trying to aim for where Illyria was.
Where Illyria was. Roll me your attacks, please.
and
Just to see what you roll.
disadvantage,
And this would
Yeah.
also be with disadvantage.
Regular attack, disadvantage at. Where do I aim this? I
Oh
don't
no,
know.
so you would roll a dexterity check at disadvantage.
Oh, a dexterity. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind what I just rolled. A dexterity check at disadvantage. I'll turn
Yes.
disadvantage on. Keep it on. Dexterity check. Here we go.
Still rolls 2 20s. Oh my
Thunk.
god.
You're pretty sure you hit something.
Yeah. So, I guess
You're like, now what?
is that one action?
That's one of your scimitars. Are you throwing the second one?
Yeah.
Do the same thing, please.
Yeah. Because I get 2. Does this count as an attack? What am I doing?
Same thing. Roll a dexterity check with disadvantage.
Sure. But I'm thinking about action economy.
Oh, this would be an attack because you're throwing the other
Alright.
one down as
This
well.
is my
This would
second
be your
attack.
offhand. Yeah. No, this would be your offhand attack because
Right.
you have because when you roll an attack, it's always with one weapon,
Mhm.
and then you use your bonus action with the other one.
Yeah.
So
but they're
if you're
the same
throwing
in my
both of them,
sheet.
okay. If you're throwing both of them, then you're using your action and your bonus action
Yeah.
as attacks.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. It's just that I have a total of 3 attacks.
I know.
Regular, an offhand, and a third.
Should I have done that then when I threw my daggers?
Oh no, you would have 3. You have 3 attacks. You have
Yeah.
2 regular, and then the offhand.
Yeah.
So she
Uh,
threw
so-
one of her.
So you
starts
threw
with
one of your
attack.
weapons away as your
Yeah.
regular attack, which means you then had a second attack, which you could then just swing at the air with your fist, if you
Oh, she
wanted to,
couldn't put
because you've got no weapon anymore in your hand.
I
She
see.
couldn't put
yeah.
her scimitar in that hand to do it again.
I
I mean, you could, but then it would be simply a case of that you would then throw your second scimitar down,
yeah.
which
I mean,
means
I-
that
Like the
It-
remaining
it
question
does-
is, do I still do dumb stuff? Is the question.
I mean, I don't.
it's up to you. Do
think
you
it
want to
would
do dumb
necessarily
stuff?
matter.
Well, I've got
Yeah,
hand axes. I
Sure.
Throw the...
Well, sure. All right. Tell you what. You pull for your first attack action. You throw your scimitar down. And for your second attack action, you pull out a hand axe and throw that down.
Oh, but that's a regular attack. That's a throwing weapon, right? So I can just use my attack that I've got here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With disadvantage, of course, because you're throwing into darkness.
All right. So let me do that then. But I can't aim this at anybody. But there we go.
Oh, you dropped a natural 20 there.
I did.
Clink. As you're pretty sure you hit something,
Yep.
She hit her sword.
All
and
right.
then you throw your scimitar down as well.
For my
Oh,
movement,
jeez.
I do not flail. I just hang there, kind of limp. Yep.
Okay.
Mostly limp.
All right.
Quiet limp and a
Oh, I'm loving
little
this.
sad
This is so
noodle.
much fun.
Sad
This is so
noodle.
much fun. It is now Tefari's turn. He can see the creature there, and he is going to cast on it. Sure, he's going to do the same thing again because he can see it there. He's going to do the same thing again, casting Ice Ray on it. I believe, or maybe. What range is Pulse Wave? Oh, he's going to cast Pulse Wave. He's going to cast Pulse Wave on this thing. This thing needs to make a intelligence saving throw of 18, so that definitely succeeded, but it does still take half damage of 66. It's 29 half to 14 points of damage. This thing is looking hurt.
Wow.
This thing is looking very, very hurt, and if it saves... and every creature that fails to save is either pulled or pushed 15 feet away from you. Okay, so it doesn't happen. But you also you noted, well, you would see this, Sykes. That's the foliage and the vegetation in front of Tefari just goes scattering off away from him. That is going to be his turn, though. Farrell, still concerned about the fact that you are up there and doesn't really know what to do. It's like, you hang there. I'll come and help you. And he's going to...
Is it hanging there?
Pretty much. I was going to roll a d8. 4 or 5. He's going to run this way. Off the board.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. So he just runs out. He does run out of the darkness. Illyria? What you doing? What you doing, my wonderful person?
Magic missile.
Oh.
Okay, so you're moving up to there and you're casting magic missile.
Yep.
Go for it. Or me attack.
Oh wait. I didn't do the thing. Ha ha. Fuck you. Back at you.
Yep.
And back at you more.
You just hear you hear and you watch as this streaking light of Illyria's magic just comes battering to the back of this creature. It hisses and is in incredible amount of pain. You notice that it's no longer walking nicely as the way it was. It's very got a very, very pronounced limp to it, and is almost trying to hunch itself to try and shield it and keep itself together almost. Is that your turn? Or is there anything else you want to do?
Did I turn off the blur? No, I did not. Forgot. Shit.
It's okay.
Yeah, okay. So that's all she can do. Yeah, that's all she can do.
All right.
Oh, I got 2 first level spell slots left.
Sykes.
Alright, remembering I just threw my daggers into it.
Yes,
So
you
I'm
did.
gonna use my whole movement to run up to it. So
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of as part of my attacks, I'm going in to grab the daggers. Magic, the special dagger in one hand and dagger of night in the offhand.
Wrench
And
them
I'm
out.
No advantage, no extra attack. But so yeah, I'm gonna do 2 attacks, 1 bonus action attack. So
Alright.
yeah.
So yeah, 10 unfortunately does miss.
Okay, so the second attack. That's better.
That does
26.
hit. 26 does hit.
Yeah.
Describe to me how you do this.
So as Sykes kind of runs up with the flurry of wind behind his feet, as I run past him in the same action, almost like a flash step kind of situation, the daggers are in him, and all of a sudden they're gone. But also, he has been split in half as Sykes is just kind of standing past him with the daggers.
Nice. Lyria and Tefari, you both watch as this blast of wind comes streaking past this creature, and then suddenly Sykes is on the other side, and this creature goes and just simply falls apart and just melts down into this sort of black sludge onto the ground. Yannae, that presence in your head, that sort of desire and need to follow the orders of this creature, of this thing that clearly is the person that you need to trust, suddenly fade, and you are back to yourself.
And you're in the sky.
And you're in the sky, 20 feet up.
Are we out of initiative?
We are out of initiative, yes.
I scream.
Yannae, are you okay?
Yeah. Illyria went, oh shit, and then went over where Yannae is, about like next to the square right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
No worries.
And gently, brings her down while looking at her, and just, and in a nice way, just grab her hands and just gently guide her down to the ground while having a nosebleed.
Yeah, no worries. You also notice that the darkness, which had spread out from this from around the area, is slowly beginning to dissipate and just simply vanish from the air around you.
I don't stop screaming. I pull free from Illyria. And I just look at all the blood. Mostly Farrell's blood.
Farrell has turned around, and you do recall fighting Farrell. You remember everything.
Yeah. And there's just this horrified look on my face, and I don't stop screaming.
Sykes kind of rushing up to her, putting his daggers away, kind of calm. He's trying to calm her down. He kind of grabs her and he's like, "Hey, it's okay. Look, we're all okay." And then he's just kind of like slightly slapping her on the face to get her back to stop screaming.
Farrell comes running back as well,
Yes,
and looks and immediately starts to ask if you're okay. Is everything fine? Are you okay? Are you okay?
I don't think I guess after the slap, like the screaming has stopped, but it's like a low whine, and she's not making eye contact with anybody.
I'm gonna hard slap her.
Okay.
And then just
Sure.
be like, you look at me.
She does not.
Okay.
She sits there and she takes the punch.
Farrell sort of pushes you aside, Sykes, and walks up in front of you, Yannae, and basically just grabs you by the shoulders and turns you towards him.
No,
he's not going to do it.
I know.
Just turns you towards him,
Oh shit.
and just looks at you and says, "Look at us. It's fine. You got a bit weird. It's okay. Yes, it's okay."
I get a bit weird all the time.
Yeah, Sykes does it all the time. I mean, Tefari's already weird, and Lyria as well. We're not going to talk about Lyria. It's okay.
Hey!
Well, you're weird too. It's alright.
And I just sort of
It's not like you could help it.
I reach out and I start like touching the wounds that I made on Farrell.
Actually, Sykes, you wouldn't know what happened.
Yeah. Oh shit, Farrell, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's okay.
Okay, yeah. It's this a plus one, right?
We're all individuals.
Individual.
Are you doing lay on hands?
I am. At first, no. At first, I'm
Okay.
just touching the rent flesh and the bloody wounds and this is all shock. And then like there's tears, just silent tears, and they start and there's no stopping them. And it's not a verbal spell, so I don't need to talk, but there's a white glow coming from the hands now sort of touching the bleeding parts of Farrell's body as a healing word takes effect.
Sure.
And that's a D4. That's not much.
It's better than nothing.
But it's there you go.
Well, it's okay. It's fine. I can also hear. Is everybody else okay? He just starts looking around for anybody else. You guys are all fine. So it's Tafari and Sykes that have got a little bit hurt, but
yeah.
Besides Illyria, having
okay.
a nosebleed.
Besides
Once
that,
again.
We're all good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Where are you now? All because you're at different places on the map, of course, and I'm having a hard time placing it in the theater of the mind.
Tafari is going to come to you and ask. He basically says, "So, what happened?" Okay. No. What actually happened? Tell me.
I guess I heard Yannae was attacking someone, so I tried to go after. I tried to pin her down. She attacked us. She got Farrell pretty good, but I guess it was those Anubabs that were possessing her, or something.
Let me just do. Let's see if Tafari would know this. 13. Well, you've never done this before, so probably a magical effect, to be honest. Maybe.
Can I see any damage on Tafari?
He's there's a few scratches. There's a few scratches. There's not much.
No. And then I keep focusing on Farrell, and there's another healing word coming his way.
Oh bless.
No healing words, different spell. So,
Different spell, yeah.
1 point.
1 point. That's
I'm
okay.
I'm pumping all of my first levels into this.
There does come a point where Farrell will stop you and say, "It's okay, I can heal myself."
Honestly, I don't.
How is he going to try and stop me?
He'll stop.
That's good.
No, Farrell's. He won't stop you. He won't stop you. Farrell will, if he sees that you are just going to continue doing this, he won't stop you. He will let you continue as much as possible.
Let me actually check, because I think I'm out of first levels anyway.
I think you are our first levels. That you only get like
I think I have
2.
two.
One or two at first level cleric.
Let's
You're a
see,
cleric,
first
right?
level card. Yep, 2 first levels. I'm out.
Yeah. You're out. So.
Man, I got this damn healer's kit, and all it does is stabilize. I just wish it had some more to it.
I get a spell for that too. Cantrip.
Honestly,
But yeah.
it could help sometime here.
It's okay. It's fine.
Janine.
Well,
I don't think we're gonna be getting any sleep tonight, especially if there's more of those Anubabs, because we fought one the other night and we thought there was just one. If there's more,
yeah, we that was 2. That was hard. Ow!
yeah.
Ow! You're a really hard fighter. He just looks back at Farrell. Just looks back at you. And says, "You hit hard." Remind me never to fight you properly.
Did Janine hit Tafari?
No, this is Farrell.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I heard Tafari was asleep.
Do you think the
Oh, I'm
compliment
sorry.
was coming from Tafari? Come
Tafari,
on, man.
no.
Get your head out of your
talking,
ass.
He was talking to Tafari and thought he was.
Yeah, my
pissed.
apologies. I forgot to mention it.
It's all
Farrell,
good.
Farrell just turned to you and said, "You hit hard." Let's not do that again. It sort of just gives you this very sort of weak grin.
Which I don't catch because my eye line's towards the floor.
Of course.
Well, I would say let's get some rest. It's been a long night.
I think we're all
I'm
really
feeling a lot more drained than usual.
Mm-hmm.
Yannae, do you want me to stay with you for tonight? No? Do you want me to just be a couple feet away in case you need anything? Alright.
I think we all should stay awake. I think Yannae should get some sleep. We'll all keep watch. We can always sleep on the ride over. I think, right? I don't actually know how long it'll take us.
You
to
don't
get
know
from
how
the
long it
city
will
tonight.
take. You don't know how airships work.
Yeah.
Alright.
All I'm saying is we shouldn't sleep now because of everything that's happening. We need to keep an eye out until tomorrow.
Let's just get some rest. Like I said, it's been a long night.
Okay.
Right. You
Let's
all
go.
eventually. Who's taking? I'm presuming you are going to be taking somebody's going to be taking a watch here, right?
I think so. Illyria took the first watch, then I took the second, and that's when it
The
all happened.
moment
And
the
that's when-
subject of
Because-
watch comes up, she'll raise a hand.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm also going to raise my hand.
All right, Illyria, I'm seeing a raised hand there as well.
Oh, it's I'm just hanging on.
Oh, you're just hanging. You're just hanging. Okay,
holding
I'm just
on.
hanging on.
Hey,
All right, so
Yeah.
Sykes and Yannae, you both are going to be
Let's-
staying up.
let's get into like a brush area though, so maybe we're a little bit more hidden.
Sure, that's fine. So you guys head away from the scene of battle that was your camp to somewhere a little bit more secure and away from that area, and settle yourselves down again for the rest of the night.
And just in case, I'm also going to be casting as because I won't get it back because it'll only last for an hour. Anytime if I see anything out of the ordinary, I will be casting Pass Without a Trace.
Sure.
Because it lasts an hour, but only that way I don't have to waste it for the first 2 hours.
It doesn't take too long to find a new camp spot that is certainly away and somewhat hidden from where you were before.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys hoping to remain in sight of the airship platform and the village? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so you managed to find a much more secluded brush, but still keeping sight of the village. You realize that now that in order to stay that, you actually end up moving slightly towards the temple and around the sides of the village in order to get that space. So you are now sort of looking at the village instead of downwards into the village. You're now sort of looking at the village from its side, with the temple on the left and the airship's spot on the right. Yeah, you all finally settled down. Sykes and Yannae, you are both taking a watch here. You all realise that since your rest has been disturbed, you're going to be sleeping in the following morning, which is going to be a bit difficult for some of you. But
Is Pass Without a Trace still up?
Yeah. Well, I'll turn it on any
No,
sign
yeah.
of. Yeah.
So it's still up right now. Well, we're
Yeah.
having our watch.
Yeah.
roll me a perception check, or with advantage, whoever wants to do it, since you both are staying up.
Yeah, you go ahead, Sykes.
Okay.
but not with advantage.
Yeah.
Not on my behalf.
Oh.
We'll take the 17 plus 6. So that's still ridiculously high.
Okay. I was gonna say the 20 fell first. No, no, I know that's fine.
I didn't
23.
see. Either way, it's still 23 is still very, very high. So,
Yeah.
now that you've actually had a chance to settle down and just breathe and take a moment to yourselves to actually realize what the fuck happened, you're much more alert this time. Much more alert about what around you and just looking around and seeing everything. The night has gotten very quiet, and the nighttime creatures are actually out and about. It's something you recall just before the fight happened. Things got very, very quiet, and now things are beginning to sort of be a bit more relaxed and less stressed, and the night passes uneventfully. Your watch passes uneventfully.
Another thing you notice, Sykes, as you look away to look around for any noise you hear, is with that perception check, you'll definitely notice that Yannae is trying to sneak off.
Before she does, I will, because I've got traveler's clothes, can a blanket be part of that traveler's clothes?
Yes.
Traveler's
Yes.
clothes, so
I would say you
before
have a
she-
blanket as part of simply camping.
Okay, so it was a pretty big blanket. I would say, before she can sneak up, I will throw one side of the blanket over her and just grab the other side so she can't get away. But also say it's
There's like a
cold
mute
out.
struggle against the blanket going
Even
on.
though it's very hot, it's like at night. Actually, at night, is it cold or is it still kind of warm?
It's muggy, but it's colder.
Okay, so yeah, I would, yeah.
All right, she talks for the first time since the incident, and so what are you doing?
What?
Let me go.
It's cold out.
No, it's not.
Also, you need to you need to stay here. Why are you
No, I
trying to
need
get
to
away?
go. I need to get to Ventulia. I need to, like, somehow. Look at me. Look at what I've done.
I've seen what you've done, and you're fine. We're all trying to get to the same place.
But his family said the actions matter. Actions matter, and I was not evil. And now
I just give her a hug.
And there's just crying. There's a lot of crying.
I don't let go. I just let her do it.
She really like deeply leans into you, and there's just like ugly sobbing going on.
That's why the blanket's there.
Yeah, to catch the snot.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
Your fatherly attitude begins to take over. Reminds you a little bit of a few times when I believe you had a daughter, correct?
No, just two sons.
Two sons. It reminds you of when one of your sons did something and regrets it immensely. You just end up just pulling them in close just to comfort them.
I say you remind me of Dale. He was always getting into trouble, but he meant well. Once he realized that his father was a hunter/adventurer, and his mom was also an adventurer, he would hear all the stories that we'd tell him, and he started getting into mischief, but he always knew what he did wrong after he did it, so he always tried his best. You just remind me of him as I hug her a little tighter.
There's just the sound of blubber. But then, like, very weakly from under the blanket, like, you told me about Dahlia. What are the other names again? Tell me about all of them.
Madrid, my wife. She's an elf from, well, always, from the, what did I, what was the name of this place? Not this place, but, the hegemony. I forgot which town she was actually from, but she came from hegemony like me. We met at a tavern. I needed help fighting some creatures, and I saw her. She kind of encapsulated me by, with her music. So I just had to meet her. That we talked for a long time. Ended up getting a little bit more friendly, but in the end, more friends than actual lovers. She helped me with my jobs. I helped her with her stories. We ended up making a family over on the edge of the or those shoot, I wrote a blank on the forest name.
No worries. It's the Gloaming Forest.
Gloaming Forest, yeah. For some reason I was thinking yes. Over in the Gloaming Forest, in which we had 2 kids named Clyde and Dale. Clyde ended up having a bit of a more magic affinity than I did. I think it's partly that side is my wife's side of the genes. And he ended up having more druidic power than I could have ever had. So he traveled. He decided to become a druid. So he's studying over at with the druids at the tower. And Dale, my youngest, never learned how to. He's so young. He wasn't able to actually pick up anything. So he has the strength of both the parents, and he just punches everything. It's kind of like you. That's why you remind me of him. He's a mischief maker, but he understands what he does. So, and I know you understand what you did, which that means you can always recover from this.
Yeah. Clyde is.
If not, we'll always be there to help you make it through it anyway.
Clyde is safe with the druid?
Clyde is safe with the druids. I asked the king to send a message to him to let him know I was coming here, and I got a message back saying to be careful. And I hope that I can. No, not hope. I will get Madrid and Dale back.
It's good to have a message from family.
It's also good to have friends. And I give her a bigger hug than I did.
Oh, more sobbing.
More sobbing.
More sobbing. Well, can you just out of character? Can you repeat the name of your wife again? Because I'm typing. I'm typing here.
Madrid. Madrid.
Oh, like the city. Okay.
Yeah. And then Clyde is Clyde.
I'm assuming like the horse.
Yeah. And then the same. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Very cool. There's a lot of like tiny sobs and then bigger sobs and then tiny sobs again. It just sort of comes in waves. But we spend the rest of our watch hugging, I guess. Bonding.
New friends, right?
Sure.
We always were friends, but now we're bigger friends.
Sure, absolutely. And you do. Who is taking the next watch? Illyria? Okay. Yannae, are you staying up, or are you going to go to sleep?
I think against her wishes, she somewhere deep down in the blanket, she fell asleep.
I imagine so. All right.
In which case, I'll just lay us both down, and when Illyria goes to watch, I'll be like, I got her to go to sleep.
Illyria, please. Sorry.
I would do the exact same thing. I'm not great with comforting.
It's okay.
Alright, make
please
Then I'll just
Yeah,
I was gonna say I'll just lay us both down, and I'm actually going to stay like that with Yannae.
We spooning?
No. Yes.
Your watch passes pretty uneventfully. You don't really notice anything in particular, but you do notice that the sun is beginning to rise, and it is getting the heat of the day is beginning to start to penetrate through the atmosphere and make it quite hot and sticky and not very nice. But it passes uneventfully. You do watch as the village begins to waken and arise, and yeah, you don't really notice much else. So,
my God, Illyria knows so many damn languages.
yeah, she does now.
Oh,
And who is taking the third watch, since this is now your long rest? I can have Tefari take it if you want. Right, then Tefari will take the last watch. We'll do a perception check. There's 6. He doesn't notice anything. He sees nothing except the heat of the day and the sweat pouring down his back as the temperatures begin to rise dramatically. Eventually, all 5 of you do rise to quite hot midday. It's sticky. You're in the blanket, and it's like Yannae, it's. You do what any sort of ordinary person does, is that the blanket just eventually gets sort of shifted off you as you suddenly start to get hotter and hotter and hotter, and it's not nice. You basically are in the jungle area, so it's also not to be surprised, not really surprising.
Morning,
but yes, it is approaching midday. You recall that the airship arrived around about the early to mid-afternoon of the previous day, so you probably have about a couple of hours before it arrives to do whatever it is you need to do.
Alright, so since everyone is nice and awake, Yannae, are you awake currently?
Yeah. Well, I've woken up and I'm starting to think of where to get water so everyone can get washed before we head into town.
There is a. You have noticed that within the village there was a well, which you could use.
Well.
Yeah.
Was at the bottom of the well.
Illyria would walk up to Yannae, since she is not so used to this type of interaction, she would give a kind of awkward one-armed hug and offer some water from her water skin to Yannae.
I have a sip, but then I use it to wash my hands and face and get some of the red off. But I leave the red in my hair as a reminder that we're the Scarlet Guard.
Nice.
Now, are you recovered, Yannae?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. I'm better. I'm sorry about yesterday. I know Tefari said it was a spell and maybe not even my fault, but I still want to say sorry.
Yeah, I know it. When the worst thing about it is it kind of reminds me of the time that I was grabbed by them mind flayers.
Huh?
It's like that. They use their powers to control people, influence their thoughts, break their minds. It's like that. Don't think too much of it. It wasn't your own actions. It was someone else's actions. Just don't think about it too much. Alright? It is someone else's actions and they are condemned.
Hey, Illyria? Have you seen my swords?
I
have not touched them since yesterday.
I would imagine that one of you would have picked them up as they were actually in the camp when you threw them down. So I imagine that somebody would have picked them up.
My blanket!
Yeah.
Damn it!
Yeah,
That's what it's so
Illyria points at her next to her blanket. It is freshly sharpened and cleaned. And she said, over there.
I hug Illyria. But not an awkward, like one-armed hug, like a full around the middle tackle hug.
Oh.
No. She gives like a couple pats on the back.
Oh, wonderful. That's really awkward.
Yep.
There.
I let go immediately.
There.
Yeah.
I'm not
Right.
so used to giving hugs.
What are you guys doing? Tell me.
Well, I can't wash in
Well, we
town
pack up.
because
What?
I can't
Oh,
bear
yeah.
skin in town.
Oh, true.
So I'll suggest to
Um,
the group that we head towards a source of water, or if I can just are we good to go?
You do recall that that there is a source of water, however, it's about half a day's walk away.
Yeah, it's a bit away.
I'll go to town. I think I've got a bucket or something. I can bring water. Let me just make sure.
No, you don't have to. That's okay. I can just a little. I've got my hands and my face is all clean. Is okay. I mean,
It'll
I'd have to
describe
wash all
yourself.
my clothes
I
out.
mean,
I
True.
can't do that in a bucket anyway. It's fine. We can just Should I do I look that bad?
Oh wait, no, I have a bucket full of strange ghost sludge, so never mind.
Oh, I'm just checking to see if I look extremely blood splattered before we walk into town.
You don't look bad.
Okay.
You don't look bad. Yes, you did eviscerate Farrell quite dramatically, but you don't. It's more. You weren't flailing around. You were actually very precise in your strikes, to the point that arterial spray was actually quite reduced.
I see.
You weren't your enthusiastic self, shall we say?
I see.
All right.
Surgical precision. All right, then we should probably get you your cloak, yeah?
Yeah.
Before we go.
Yeah, let's go.
I hope.
Sorry, just white snow owl. There. You were just used as a weapon against your friends, and you were helpless to stop it. It might even happen again. Don't think about it.
Think about it too much. Just put it out of your mind. Put it with the other
Brilliant.
things that are freaking you out. Just
Brilliant.
there's a small box. Just put it in there.
Another thing, since we're going down to town, Illyria began to speak. Alright, what's everyone's languages again?
I do Common and Infernal, my friend.
Common, Infernal, then nothing.
Common, Elvish, Sylvan.
Okay. Tafari is, I think, like common in like 2 other things.
Let me just have a
Feral
quick look at
is
his list. Notes. Where are we? No, it's not that. Here we go. Abilities. Common, Dwarvish, and Elvish. Here's.
Damn.
And of
So,
course, Farrell also is Common, Elvish, Giant, and Orc.
Okay, so I guess she'll start speaking in Elvish, just getting that practice in after so long of not speaking it. And she does it for multiple languages.
Mm-hmm. You guys all start to hear. Illyria starts. She starts. Well, Sykes, Tafari, and Farrell, you all hear your own language. You all hear Elvish suddenly come out of Illyria's mouth at one point.
I'm gonna try and speak in an accent with the Elven language. Like, I don't know how.
You try
An accent you like?
You speak Elven?
speak Elven.
Oh, I hate that. Fuck that. No, I'm not doing that. Jesus.
You
When
speak
did you
Elven.
start speaking Elven?
Oh my god, you remind me of someone. I fucking hate that,
God.
dude.
Arabian elves.
Nordic. Elven is Nordic.
Speak Elven. I kind of want that to be a thing in my world now, is to have just one place that goes, Elven.
Yes, we can.
We take this.
Please. Oh god, I can't do that.
You're
and
welcome.
you remind me of someone. Oh
Loud.
fuck.
But yeah,
All right.
Trying to
So,
do a cowboy accent that I don't
as
yet
expediency,
have, and I
just
go
for-
with an
just-
Elven
just for
accent,
expediency
sounds
here.
like Nordic.
Illyria Lyria races against Elskavans and jeez. So you all head back into town, and just roll an insight check for me as you guys sort of roll back into town to collect your collect the cape for Sykes.
Nah!
This
Wow.
also explains why the elves all assemble their own bows.
There's that now.
Right, so we've got the natural 20 and the nat 1.
What are we doing inside?
Because
Insight, yeah, just
Yeah.
insight.
Sorry. It's the Scandinavian elves.
Yeah.
They're fueling
oh
me.
my god.
A natural 20 for Yannae. Wowee. And Tefari rolls a 6. Alright. Oh yeah, and Farrell's there as well. Let's roll Farrell since he's there as well. Insight, where is his insight? There it is. +7, jeez.
Me and Janae had a
18.
really good
Okay,
night.
Yeah.
so Tefari and Illyria, nah, you don't notice anything. Sykes and Farrell for this, as well. You all. This music is a little bit too cheery. It's a bit too excitable actually at the moment. Turn that down a bit. You notice that the town seems to be a bit. It's not lively, but you notice people are talking. As in, people seem to be looking around, and they seem to be sort of. It's almost as though they're checking each other.
I'm gonna try and listen in from. It might be a little hard since I'm kind of far, but I'm gonna try and focus my hearing on some of these talks.
Okay.
I hear.
Do you speak to Baxi?
I guess I'll do it.
No.
Okay.
Do you speak to Baxi?
Yes.
Do you?
Indeed, you do. Yes, you do speak to Baxi. Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
He speaks
Wow.
every language.
Imagine finding out that you speak a language.
I mean, if you live on
Yes.
this continent for about 250
Oh, true,
years,
yeah.
You're gonna pick up a
lot of
language.
stuff.
Yeah. So no, you do
Yeah.
actually speak to Baxi. Yes. And you start listening in. You
Is that
suddenly
what I
realize,
actually do?
hang on a minute. I recognize this language. I know what they're saying. And you get the general gist that there's this conversation about. Was anybody taken last night? No, don't think so. Are you sure? Yeah. But somebody disappears every night. No. But he's still here. Yeah, but what about Chian? No, he's still here. Chakri? Yeah, he's still here as well. Pana? Yeah, he's still here. And there's this constant, it's almost like they are checking in with each other to say who's still here. And there's this sense of surprise that nobody's lost or nobody's gone.
Are we gonna have to find out the reason why all this is happening before we leave?
Illyria kind of peeks up and says, well, let's just say we might have done a very good thing unintentionally.
What?
Do you know those things that attacked us and we saved a villager from that thing as well?
Oh
I
yeah.
think they were very responsible for, the disappearances.
Oh.
Mm.
And I
Yeah.
think it kind of confirms it if I put two to two together. Janai used, from what you said and whatnot, you were going against your will. I think those things control people, I guess, and bring them far to God knows where and probably kills them.
Well, we don't know about the killing part. I wanted to follow. But if it wanted me dead, then it would have killed me.
And because we were fighting it, it told you to fight us.
Maybe.
It also could be a possibility of, just following.
How many do you think there are?
Well, if we already encountered 3.
It could be it, or it could be more. Honestly, I don't know.
Sykes, roll a nature check for me, please.
You're decent at nature, I think.
Nope. That's
No.
me.
Oh,
It's a
it's,
ranger.
oh, it's wisdom.
No, it's
Okay.
intelligence.
It's,
I'm good at the wisdom.
Intelligence?
Yeah, nature is intelligence.
Thank you. It's fine.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
There could be like 50 or 100, or there could be like a whole swarm.
Dude, don't say that. It's gonna be more terrifying to fight the rest of them. We're not gonna fight the rest of them already, are we? Do we want to save the town, or are we going to our next destination? Is the question.
Well, we killed 1, and then today we killed 2,
2.
so that's 3. I think
That's
they are responsible
3,
for 3. I think 3 are more than responsible.
Part of me does still want to go on the airship,
Kind
to
of
go.
have to be a town hero when they kill you the moment they see your skin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let's just try to get on with our original objective.
If we see another one before we leave, we can try to follow, but I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea.
Maybe Sykes?
Yeah.
They're not weird about you, right?
Worry about me?
No, as in like I'm evil, but you're not, right?
I'm not what?
Evil.
No, I'm not evil.
No, I'm not evil either. My point is, they do not regard you as such, yeah?
I don't think so.
Okay. So,
What are you asking?
I'm saying you can talk to them. I'm saying, well, I don't speak Tabaxi and you don't
talk to the Anabov?
No.
The Tabaxi? I don't speak Tabaxi.
No, the villagers, Sykes, the villagers. You could talk to
don't-
someone who's not like someone with a stick up their ass, like the mayor.
I mean, we also saw that human in the bar the other day. Maybe they might know something.
Well, I think I know where you
I don't know where they'd be now.
You mean the hate of one's race?
No, I'm just saying, if there's a way to find out if they know what this is, if there is a story or a legend about how to like get rid of it super easy, then
Wouldn't the guy we talked to yesterday would have known something about it, or?
I don't know. He was taken in the same way I was, so I don't know if he knows more.
You do recall in the conversation you had with the mayor that he believed it to just be rumors perpetrated by the villagers.
Yes. So I want to talk to a villager.
Yeah, we could talk to a villager.
Well, Tefari pipes up here. Well, we could just talk to the Tanner. We have to go there and pick up your cloak anyway, so why don't we just talk to him?
Would he know anything about this? I guess we could ask him. He would know about different mods. He knew about the Displacer Beast things. That's what he called them.
Right. Yes.
So he might know
If
about
there's anything,
the Anabov, then, yeah.
anyone knows anything about killing weird stuff, is the person with the hides, right?
Yeah, true. I could even ask him about this purple slingshot that I've got too.
Where did you get that?
I got it from the first one we killed, remember?
It was purple?
Well, black,
It's
purple.
purple black, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Weird goop.
I know, right? I picked it up from the first one we killed.
All
I
right.
don't know what it is, but
Let's go to the Tanner, I guess.
Go ahead. I'm presuming you've been having this
Fair.
conversation on the way, so you
Why lay back
eventually,
water?
of course. But you eventually find yourselves at the tanner, and he has, as you approach, he's there, and he's got one of the skins, one of the big Displacer Beast skins up,
Ooh.
and he's currently not trying to scrape it. What he's actually doing is he seems to be sort of almost running his claws through the fur of the skin, in a sort of like almost a combing like way, and by doing that he seems to be pulling out of this fur this sort of very sort of like strange dust, sort of black dust stuff out from the fur itself. And as you watch, you notice that the fur below his hands is this very, very sort of deep black color. And as he pulls it down, the fur then starts to sort of take on this much more sort of dark blue hue, like the sort of that sort of nighttime blue hue that you can sometimes see, when the stars are lit. So very, very beautiful hue as he pulls his claws through this fur. As you approach, he looks up and says, "Oh, you are. I don't remember if you told me your name, but you're the skin. Yes, right, skin.
Yes.
Of course, Scarlet God. Yes, of course. No, it wasn't skin. Cloak. It's over there." And he points across to what appears to be a stand, and you see this beautiful cloak, this beautiful furred, deep blue furred cloak, with the fur just all pointing down in one direction. It just hangs there very, very beautifully. And he walks over to it and says, "If you put this on, it'll help in whatever it is you do. You look like a fighter, so I presume you're a fighter or a hunter, whatever. It'll help you with that. Just give it a bit of a shake first." And he gives it a shake. And you watch as the fur just sort of, the cloak almost materializes more of it. Like the image of the cloak just shimmers and seems to become multiple for a very, very short amount of time before it fading back into its deep blue color. It's the best I can do. I'm sorry, it's going to stink for a little while. It's short notice. 2 days. Yeah, I could do it, but it's going to stink for a while. But yeah, there you go. I said you could do it for free, and it was a challenge, and it was a nice challenge. So thank you very much. Anyways,
You're very welcome.
I have to carry on with these things, and he goes back to the fur he's working on.
While you're working, as I go to grab the cloak, can we ask you a couple of questions about the town?
If you want, sure. Provided you don't disturb my working.
Yeah, no problem. Have you heard of the Anubhav?
At which point he stops. But what about that?
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, it's the thing that's been terrorizing us.
I was wondering if you could tell me more about the legend. Or tell us more about the legend. As I show him the bucket of purpley black sludge.
What the fuck is that?
The remains.
You actually killed? You killed it?
Killed
Yes. Leary speaks up in Tabaxi.
Nice.
She speaks up and says, yes. She speaks up and says, "We killed 2 more last night."
He gives you this look of surprise that anybody else would speak to Baxi, apart from those who are actually Baxi. He sort of gives you this look of, "You actually speak to Baxi? Okay, that's odd. Okay, fine, thank you." And he responds to you in Tabaxi and says, "Well, you killed 2. Okay, that's really quite impressive. Well, there is no legend about this," and he flips back to common as he replies to you, Sykes. "So there is no legend about this. It's simply something that we gave a name to. We call it the Anubhav. It means nightmare."
Nightmare.
Yeah, it's thing that was taking our children for a while. I mean, you can see that we have one child here, and he just points across the street where you see a lone child just sort of playing a few sticks.
It's the one token child.
It's literally the one token child.
This is
all.
Jeremy.
And,
He's all we've got left. He's not very bright, but there he is.
It's
Maybe they're
more.
taking just
It's
anyone, not just.
it's more the fact that you also he points across to the one child, and you notice, because some of you actually have pretty high. Well, I know that it's certainly Farrell has extremely high insight, and I think Sykes, you have a pretty high perception, or passive perception.
Yeah,
right?
I've got a 16 passive. I think.
Yeah, you'll see
Farrell
this
has
as
a
you
17 passive. Yeah.
You also notice that the adults around this child sort of are hovering. They're away doing stuff, but you also notice that they are
They're essentially guarding it.
they're essentially guarding the child. Yes,
Yeah.
it's almost like this child is their lifeline to whatever it is that's keeping the village
It's the
alive. So
last
they're
child of the
kind
village.
they're kind of basically guarding this child, as it were.
Mhm.
And even what appears to be the parents are never too far away. So yeah, they've been taking children, and then, well, they started taking adults too. So, yes, if you don't mind, I have to go back to this thing. I just sort of awkwardly with this concerned face, and turns back to his work.
She looks at the time of the day. Is it getting close to afternoon?
Yeah, it's getting close to mid-afternoon. You're beginning to hear the of something approaching.
That's alright.
What did Lyria know about airships?
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Nope.
I guess
This is before your time. Sorry, this is after your time.
Oh yeah, because of that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
The heck is that sound?
Yeah, I'm ancient. I'm the only fucking teenager around here.
Lyria is like 300 some years old.
It's early adult life for an elf.
Sure.
Well, whatever that is, you said we got a airship or something, Sykes?
No, I changed. I said I don't know what that sound is either. I was wondering what that sound was.
Well, let's...
Unless I heard it from before when I saw one flying.
Oh yeah, you did.
Okay. Then
Well,
I would know that.
when you saw the airship arrive the previous day, you all did hear that sound approach.
Okay.
And then got louder as it got louder
Because
as
it
obviously
technically
landed.
did fly over us too.
Yeah, it did fly over you, so you
Okay,
did hear
so
it.
yeah,
So you would know that you'd recognize the sound as something. Oh, isn't that what we heard yesterday?
Yeah.
So you do recognize
So yeah,
that.
then in which case I would say, oh, that must be the airship coming in then.
And then we don't have a lot of time. I think we should get going.
Yep. I'll kind of flip the cloak over, put it on, and I say, thank you again, mister.
You're welcome. Hey, listen.
Yep.
Whatever you've done, because you are the new things here, and things have changed, so I'm guessing it's you. Whatever you've done, thank you. I don't know if we will be here when you come back, but
Yeah.
listen, you were asking about legends. We have no legends with regards to this nightmare. We have an old legend about a temple, I think it was, in the Ada forest. Old legends, stories of it being an ancient site to his god or something. I don't know. It's an ancient place, and I always put the superstition down. I always put the story down to just that, a good story. But it's in the Ada forest. Maybe it has something to do with it.
To the group. The ship will always come back.
I look to Farrell, who suffered most last night. Let him make the call.
Well, I mean, we have to kind of cross the Adar Forest anyway to get to where Illyria wants to go. So, we could just take a detour. Like,
Go
take the
through
ship
forest
to...
and find... Oh, I see.
Take the ship to Dalinda and then just take a detour into the forest. I mean, where is it? Where is this place? He turns to Tanner. Tanner just goes, I don't know. Somewhere in the forest.
Is it like a tall temple, or is it just like a small like entrance? Actually, you just heard rumors, so never mind. I don't know.
Don't really know. It just like it was a temple somewhere in the forest. I don't know if it still exists. There was a story about this. Story goes is that there was a large temple devoted to this. How does the story go? Oh yeah, a creature of the void was called. Temple to the creature of the void, and some hero fought against this creature and beat him back and back and back. Apparently, that's also how the desert of Udampara was born. Apparently, but anyway, the destruction of this creature pushed the creature back and back and back, and forced it into this temple, locking it beneath for eternity, maybe. I don't know the story, and the story that's what it was, and I never really had much. It was a good story. I didn't really believe it was a thing. Yeah, if you're interested, somewhere in the Adar Forest.
We'll keep that in mind.
And Farrell just was, oh, okay, well, it's in there. We don't know where it is, to be honest. So we could just. I mean, we might be able to see it from the air. We might be able to see it from the sky.
Yeah.
True. Well, anyway, we're running out of time in terms of that airship, so because we don't know how long it's going to stay here until it leaves. So let's see if we can find it through air. If not, then it's just a legend.
I say to the Tanner, we'll take a look if we're able to.
Yeah. You do you. And if you find any more beasts, I'll certainly take them with your hands.
Do you know what I can do with this stuff? I mean, I don't know if I should take it to some kind of alchemist or...
That stuff? Throw it.
It seemed important. I don't know.
Just dump it.
Do you?
Sykes.
You do you.
Just dump it.
Anyways, I have to carry on. And he just
Right.
basically ignores you now as he starts working on the fur again.
Thank you again, and I'm gonna put I'm gonna put 1 gold on the counter for him.
It gives you a look gives you a nod. Carries on
And then
working.
I'll
Alright.
walk him.
All right, let's get going.
All right,
Yep.
so you head off to the airship land platform.
Yep, but the moment
Alright.
we're out of like earshot of anybody, and I will just speak up like I'm just drawing a breath after like, just emerging from the water in a sense. Okay, so we're definitely looking out for a temple from the airship, right? Because I want to find that temple. That sounds freaking cool, and also I want to kick some ghost ass.
Yeah. And at the same time, I told you there's like, if there's a temple, there's gotta be riches.
The what?
Let's not get greedy.
There's gold, money.
Sykes.
That's not gonna help us now, but okay.
I know. I'm just saying, if we find it,
Sykes, let's not get too greedy now.
let's just get to the ship.
Yes.
You are all very, very aware of the sound of the airship going
We're getting to the ship. We're getting to the ship.
as it begins to hover over and lands, and you watch as this large, it's very similar airship to what you saw yesterday lands And you can, from your position now, for approaching from the village side, you can see the two rings underneath are rapidly spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning as this sort of like almost like black like smoke is just sort of gently spraying out of the bottom of these rings, and it comes to land very very gently. The tabaxi who sort of lives in his hut on the side of this platform comes out. He sees just wearing this sort of very very grand, quite decent looking uniform. It's very crisp and white, and it's even got lapels and everything on it. Looks beautiful, beautiful uniform that he's wearing. He walks up and looks towards you as you come running up and asking us, "Oh, okay, you want to go? You want to go on the ship, huh?"
Yeah, sweat streaming down everywhere. It's pit stains.
Give me the money.
In the jungle. How much was it again?
It was 50 gold pieces.
Did you say 50 or 15?
50.
But I can't say anything to people out loud, but I'll just like nudge Sykes like, just to Delinda, right?
Yes, Dylan.
You do. This is the same tabaxi that you spoke with, and who
it's the
knows
same
that
guy.
you would. Same guy.
Okay.
So you can talk to him.
Okay. Alright. Wait, was this the price that he mentioned before?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. All right, then in my memory it was far more terrible than that. 50 gold pieces it is, and I counted out in his sweaty cat palm.
Hey, thank you very much. And if you will follow me, and he leads you up the stairs. Thank you. You have paid for my ticket out of here. Wonderful. And he walks with you up the stairs into the ship itself.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting off from the ship. Nobody was getting off. It came down, opened the doors up. Nobody came out except he came out and stood by the door, by the stairs, and was basically holding the stairs open for you guys.
Passing, can I see if there's a note or anywhere that actually says where the prices are?
Roll a perception check.
14.
Nope. You do not see anything. You just see a very plain, very plain platform. The hut on one side, and he's there in his grand old uniform. And he basically leads you up into the side of this airship, and the doors close behind you. In front of you, you watch. I just want to get to one point. We are going to run over a little bit, but not too long. But you enter the ship, and you are greeted by what appears to be quite a dark. Well, it's relatively well lit corridor, but it's completely enclosed. At one end of the corridor, you see what appears to be a door with in common, in the biggest letters possible, "No entry."
Mm-hmm.
And along the other side of the corridor, you see a couple of other doors, all of which seem to be of this very heavy metal. As you look down the corridor, and each of them looks to be sort of like the sort of what are they called? They're called hatchways with the hatchways with a big eye with a big ring wheel on the sides of them. Each one of those doors appears to be that. And also in front of you, also see a set of stairs that just seems to lead up through a hole in the ceiling above you. I've forgotten his name now, but he leads the station master leads you up. Follow me. I will take you to the upper deck. It's most enjoyable from there. And he leads you up the stairs to another corridor. This one is equally well lit. It seems to be a little bit more less industrial, but much more passenger related. So you can see that the doors along here are made of wood and actually have handles on them instead of these big circular locking mechanisms. But he leads you up and up and up to the top deck, which is this open spaced area with 3 masts just shooting up into the sky. On the mast, you see all the sails are spread, but at the sides of the deck, you see two more not masts, it's bowsprits, just hiding out to the sides of the deck, beams, which you can also see sails just hanging down or beginning to unfurl as the deckhands are busy sorting, letting them all go. As you look around, you notice that the deck is just covered with all different types of people here. So you see a majority of tabaxi, but you also see quite a lot of gnomes. You see several elves. There are even a few humans around here as well.
No.
Yes, there are gnomes here. And you notice that all the gnomes are busy working on a lot of machinery, which you now see on the decking here.
Do you see Jane at all anywhere?
Do you see what?
Jane?
Jane?
Jane the gnome. You remember? She was on the ship when we came here.
The stowaway.
Oh, the stowaway. No, you don't. You don't see Jane. No, you don't see Jane. No.
Damn it.
But you do see you see a lot of gnomes around here, and they all appear to be operating the machinery. None of the other races, the species on this ship, the tabaxi, the elves, the humans, none of them are allowed to operate any of the machinery. It's all the gnomes that are allowed to operate the machinery.
It's a gnome-run skyship. It's great.
It's a gnome-run skyship, yeah. But you notice that the commander of the ship, a tabaxi, whistles out, at which point the entire deck immediately just flies into action. You see sails beginning to unfurl. You can hear this the sound just gets louder and much more dramatic as the airship begins to rise gently off from its platform here. Something, I suppose, due to the excitement, you wouldn't have noticed this, but now you actually get a chance to actually look out and listen and see. There's something about the sound that just kind of sets your teeth on edge. You know, that sort of like, almost as though that your teeth are either vibrating or there's some sort of nerve in your teeth that's just being affected by the sound a little bit. It's not pleasant, but after noticing a few moments, you just like kind of ignore it, and then you stop noticing it anymore. And the ship begins to rise up and up and up and up, and then eventually it gets to a point where you can actually begin to see over, and you watch this land just fall away from you. It's quite dramatic in some way. After a very, very short time, though, you hear a bit of commotion on the front of the ship, what would be called the forecastle, towards the front of the ship.
Okay.
You see groups of people beginning to gather.
I think we should go and see what's going on.
I'm staying away from their commotion. Are you kidding?
Okay, I'd probably stay away, but I'll try and see what's over there and just see what's going on.
You're sneaking. I don't have a death wish.
Well, you notice that...
Same with Illyria, because she's also...
It seems to be a bit of commotion, but it seems to be more people gathering to watch, rather than it being... And there seems to be noises of excitement and noises of sort of delight.
Oh, so it's a not a Okay.
Yeah, it's an ooh, and you hear sort of like, oh, really, oh, and sort of excited noises like that.
I'm gonna look over and see what they're trying to see it.
All right, and that's where I'm going to stop the session for tonight.
Yeah, next week is probably going to be mainly RP and whatnot, so I can't wait for that.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, thanks for guys.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a rough session. That was rough for also all your characters. Fun. That was fun, but oh boy, I've been looking forward to that, to be honest.
Bonding moments, yeah.
Man, finally remembering everything, remembering all the languages Illyria spoke. Oh,
I just realized. I knew there was something. I just realized something. I knew there was something I forgot to do, and that was I forgot to change the title and the category of the live stream. So far, I've just it's been graveyard, and it's been graveyard keeper the entire time.
I saw in Discord, yeah.
Well, you know it's episode 40. We'll say it now. This is episode 40.
It is.
You've
this
noticed,
is episode.
We are not graveyard keeper.
We are not graveyard keeper. Yeah, we've been playing Dungeons and Dragons the entire time. Whoops! I will change that in post.
So there is some religion in there.
Graveyard and dragons.
there is graveyard with dragons. Yeah. So whoops! Didn't mean that. Anyways,
switch it quick now. No one will notice.
No, it's fine. Memorable moments from you guys, starting with. I'll leave the traumatized person to last. Starting with Sykes.
The fight was amazing, but the memorable moment was definitely the keeping watch with Yannae. That was awesome.
That was so cute.
Finally
That
got
was so sweet. That was really nice.
Wanting to do that for a while.
Oh. Illyria?
Well, for the entire time, I think the little interactions with Illyria, Sykes, and Yannae, you know, two people trying to comfort Yannae while she has this little mental breakdown, and then Illyria giving some advice towards how the mind can be influenced by other people because of magic, but you know, and getting that little snippet of what happened in her past too. That little snip.
Yeah, fun times. I absolutely agree with you as well, White Snow Owl. Father emote from Sykes and the awkward comforting from Illyria were the best, absolutely. And Yannae, it's been a bit Yannae intensive at the moment today, hasn't it?
I don't mind at all. I've had a very stressful, very busy day, so this is catharsis, and I'm really enjoying it. I think to name something that hasn't been named yet, I really enjoyed our little card game. Just a good little opener to the game. Just a fun little moment, like to start and to just showcase like the balance within the group. But I loved like snotty blanket time. And the like awkward one arm Illyria hug and everything. Just man, we're bonding over trauma. It's good. Shared trauma. That's us. We're gonna be disgustingly codependent when we're done with this.
Who knows? It might happen, it might not. Yeah. I just had loads of fun today. That was just a lot of fun to me as well. I have to say, I have been looking forward. I mean, if I may reveal something, the DC for that spell was quite low, but he still managed it, and I've been looking forward to that happening for a while. It wasn't 12. It wasn't 12.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't 12. It was a little bit higher than that, but yeah, I've been looking forward to doing that for a while, so I'm quite glad I got to try that out. But
it was 13 out.
Man, I can't wait.
I still had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I cannot wait until everyone gets down together and Illyria starts explaining through all of her memories and whatnot. Can't wait.
Yeah, you might even have the time to do it now. So,
yeah,
but we're gonna go and raid. We're gonna go raid somebody.
Calvin. Let's speak Calvin.
We're going to go and raid Laura Bones. She is live right now. Laura Bones is an amazing writer. She's an amazing world builder and all sorts of stuff. So I see she's been doing the Book of Unwritten Tales, which I do not know. I'm not familiar with that. But, head over there, give her some love, give her some hugs and all that wonderful stuff that you guys, I know, are capable of doing. And, spread the love. Do all the wonderful things that you know. That is just a nice thing to do. Anyways, I'm going to shut up now because I'm making this super awkward. I'm bad at this stuff. Anyways, I will be back tomorrow with something. Don't know what. It'll be something or other. Watch the channel. See what happens. See what turns up. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Love yourselves. Love each other. And it might be even that. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye. Ow.
Bye.
Smacked my head.